has seen all year. He threw for better than 3,000 yards, 29 touchdowns, just 7 picks. He also was their leading rusher and had 15 rushing scores. That's on par with the great year that LaQuinn Allen has had in terms of rushing touchdowns. Machir was their team leader in rushing yards. He's on to Oklahoma, and they need him. Oklahoma was not a good offense this year. The offensive coordinator, Ben Arbuckle, is going on to the Sooners as well. Oklahoma lost to Navy today and scored just 3 touchdowns in the game. On the defensive side, Buda Alukta is a transfer into the program to begin with. He's on his way out. And where's he going? To the University of Washington, which is spinning in the eye of the Wazoo fans. In fact, he posted on X in the last couple of days, to those that may have been moaning about it, it ain't about y'all. So Buda moving on, not really looking back to the Palouse for the Cougs. And that's among the things that are going on. Certainly tough times for Washington State. Pete Caligas, the defensive line coach, has been promoted to interim head coach, likely not a candidate to be their full-time permanent head coach going forward. He's trying to hold things together. He's been very respectful of the whole process. They do have some players that are in the portal that are expected to play today, just for them to have some sort of representative lineup.
Yeah, this could have gone south very quickly. You look at the beginning of last week and conversations of, hey, is this thing actually going to happen? So tip of the cap to Washington State, getting everybody ready. But I think for Syracuse right now, it's about them, right? Nameless, faceless objects, literally. We don't know in some scenarios who's going to be playing where, and they're just going to have to go out there and execute. And if they do that, it's going to be a swing in the favor of Syracuse right now.
I will say this about the Cougs. They do have a world-class logo. That is one hell of a logo at Washington State, and it's on their gray helmets with the scarlet, different kind of scarlet. They may call it crimson there, actually. In fact, I believe that banner, the flag that you see on College Game Day, is called Old Crimson. The mascot running it out to the goal line to our left. The Orange are in their regular road uniforms, white jerseys with orange numerals, trimmed in navy, orange pants, and helmets. As we're about to have the coin toss before this just second ever meeting between Syracuse and Washington State. Joe Morris had a big day for the Orange in Buffalo in September of 1979. He ran for 159 yards at Rich Stadium, and the Cuse beat Wazoo 52-25 in a palindromic final score that stands as the only final score in the history of the brief series between these two. Captains for both teams head to midfield. Jerry McGinn out of Big Ten is our lead official.
For today's game, Washington State is the home team. Visitors, Syracuse. Gentlemen, please say hello to Josh Stern from DirecTV. Josh will flip the coin for us today. Number 19, you're going to speak for your team? Yes, sir. Okay. So we have heads is DirecTV logo. Tails is the logo for the teams. What's your call?
Tails.
Calls tails, which is a logo for the teams. Josh, would you do the honors, please? It is heads.
We'd like to defer.
Washington State has won the toss. I'd like to defer to the second half.
So Washington State will kick away to begin the game, and the Orange will start on
Syracuse
offense.
will receive and defend the north goal line. Gentlemen, shake hands. Come on back.
May as well, right? Because part of the optimism, a big part of it, with Syracuse in this game is that Kyle McCord is playing, Adam, and you may as well get right out there with this offense that's number one in the country in passing, among the best, most prolific offenses. Let's see if they can get it together and maybe start the game hot. It's not something they've been known for throughout the year, but if you get the lead on a depleted Washington State team, all the better.
Yeah, that's the big thing for Syracuse right now is put Washington State in a back pedal and just keep them going the rest of the game. Kyle McCord right now, he's chasing history in a multitude of different categories, and the biggest one is the ACC single passing yardage in history. So, 268 yards puts him on top, and it leaves Cam Ward chasing him down tomorrow if possible, and he's going to extend that margin tonight. So you like what the capabilities are. Probably going to be a fair catch right out of the jump, and then we get to see Kyle McCord start to march down the field.
Deshaun Watson of Clemson currently holds that record as the all-time leading single-season passer. Did it in 15 games back in 2016. Syracuse will receive this opening kickoff at the end to our left. We're at about the 10-yard line in our Nye Auto broadcast booth. Brought to you by Nye Auto. Visit them today. See why it's got to be Nye. Washington State's do-everything kicker is Dean Janikowski, no relation to Sebastian, one of the handful of Washington State players that's playing in his hometown. He is from suburban Fallbrook outside San Diego. The Cougs have already won in this stadium. San Diego State plays its games here on a regular basis, and that was not the last win for Washington State, but the one before that, winning here in late October. They beat Utah State the next week, a 4-game winning streak, then a 3-game losing skid to end the regular season. Yasin Willis stands on the goal line for the Orange just below us. Crowd is about 40% full at this 35,000-seat stadium, but those here in Orange are loud and happy to be here. The band is opposite us in the far corner, and we are set to get underway. Happy Holiday Bowl, everybody. And the kickoff will land at about the 1-yard line in the hands of Willis. He's bringing it out over the 10, has the 15 angling left, over the 20-yard line, makes a man miss there, busts the tackle at the 25, and lunges forward to the 26-yard line for where the Cuse will start this opening possession of the Holiday Bowl.
Yeah, great return by Yasin Willis. You look at the dynamic of this. We've talked about special teams throughout the course of the beginning of the season, and now they've progressed. This time they're going one guy back. They've got Jamie Tremble in front of him, a tight end, and Clement as well as a tight end, and they're now lead blockers. In that return game, it was one solo guy back, and you knew as soon as that ball was short, he was going to return out of the end zone.
The Orange open with McCord under center. LaQuinn Allen, the single setback. Aronde Gadsden is in the game. On first down, it's a flip going to the left to Trevor Pena. Turns the corner at the numbers to the 30. Has the 35-40. And tight-roping the left sideline on the Syracuse bench area. He's marked out of bounds at the 43, gaining 17 on the first play from scrimmage. Trevor Pena, such a key to what the Orange have done offensively this season.
He's electric. We know what he can do in the return game. That time, it's the same thing. You get him out in space, and he can make a lot of people miss.
Parker McKenna on the tackle for Wazoo. Now a pistol. Calling for the ball is LaQuinn Allen in the short shotgun. McCord comes to join him, and the Orange may get out of this formation before the play is actually snapped. Now they do. 13 on the play clock, so plenty of time. Conventional formation here with McCord ready to take the short shotgun delivery. Snap is back. Orbit motion for Pena. Blitz from the left. Throw is incomplete on the wheel route. Left side for Allen. A lot of moving parts on that play, and it did not work.
Yeah, a lot of moving parts, but the one thing that does occur is you have a slot blitz that you've got to pick up. Washington State doing a good job of identifying what you need to do. They bring the slot blitz, and Kyle McCord takes an unnecessary hit early in the game.
Yeah, he didn't sign up for that. He wanted to play in the bowl game and see things through, but you're going to be nervous anytime any regular star player gets hurt or hit in this game. Allen to the right of McCord, who calls for the ball. He's got the snap. Big blitz pickup by Allen. The throw is incomplete over the middle, going for Beeks. And you hear the pads popping. That was quite the block by LaQuinn, one of his many attributes, but still it winds up in a no-yardage play. Third down.
Washington State dialing it up right from the get-go. You've got a cross blitz, so both linebackers are Xing across. January Reed picks up one. LaQuinn Allen, as Matt was saying, the pads are popping. LaQuinn Allen meets him at the line of scrimmage and stymies his movement.
Gadsden and Gill, receivers to the right on third down and 10 at the 43. Just underway, no score. McCord yet to connect on a big one, calls for the ball. He's got the snap. Pressure again. Swing pass underneath to the right. Incomplete through the hands of Allen. Tough ask for him, twisting around in the backfield. That was dropped behind the line of scrimmage, but it was a forward pass. And after the first down run by Pena, the Orange failed to get another 3 more plays, and now a punt.
Washington State lines it up. It looks like they're going to bring 2 extra, probably 1 more than Syracuse has to block, but they bail them out. And they go with the check down to LaQuinn Allen, unfortunately unable to pick that up.
Jack Stonehouse, this year's special teams MVP, set to punt it away. Tony Freeman in deep safety stands at the 10-yard line for Washington State. No score, just 2 minutes played. motion along the line. Play clock at 2 at 1, and they do not snap it. Delay a game on the first punt for Syracuse.
Well, Washington State.
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty remains 4th down.
Yeah, Washington State right now is playing this cat and mouse game. Syracuse, when they line up to the line of scrimmage, they're looking for the overload, and Washington State is just kind of mimicking, going back and forth, trying to create a mismatch at the line of scrimmage.
Back to the 38, and a fresh play clock. Snap is back. Good rush. They nearly got there. Stonehouse hits a rocket in the air. Freeman comes up, makes the catch. Ahead of the 20, has the 25, and a swarm of white jerseys and orange trim folds him down at around the 25-yard line. Maybe just past it is where Washington State will start its first possession of the game. Just more than 2 minutes gone. The clock reads at 13:44 the first. There's a penalty marker down.
Legal formation on the kicking team. 5 players in the backfield. The 5-yard penalty will be added on to the end of the kick. First down.
So now Washington State will start at its own 32, adding the penalty in there. Type of penalty you think that you would have moved on from by this point in the season, except that in special teams, you're dealing with new people, not a ton of practice time. And now first down for the new quarterback for Washington State, Zevi Eckhouse. Eckhouse replacing John Mateer. Big shoes to fill. Takes the snap, hand off, and first man through up to the 35-yard line. Shut down immediately by the Orange along the defensive line. David Omoperiola on the tackle at the 35. Eckhouse, a 3-year starter at Bryant. Very productive there. Offensive player of the year in the Big South. Freshman of the year as well early on. No Fadil Diggs for the Orange. Unavailable today. So Omoperiola getting the start on the end. Snap back. Handoff is again to Leo Pugliasi. 2 backs that remain. Redshirt freshman from Tacoma, Leo Pugliasi, and Javensky Schlenbaker. For Washington State, their lead running back, Wayshawn Parker, on his way to Utah, ran for 735 yards this year. Third down, medium. Single setback again is Pugliasi. High snap, back to throw, and a completion over the middle on a slant from the right. Immediate tackle by Barry Buxton, or make that B.J. Long of the Orange coming in from the right at the 44-yard line, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, without Fidel Diggs in the lineup, you're going to see a rotation of Tank Wilson in there, as well as James Byrd. Byrd is the rush outside backer.
Kyle Williams on the catch of this first down throw to the near side. Shook out of a tackle at the 40 and is brought down by Justin Barron right there at the 39-yard line in Syracuse territory. Williams had a very good season. Has 28 career touchdowns, a UNLV transfer. 13 touchdowns receiving this year. 16 on that hookup. Cooper Mathers, their productive tight end, is unavailable today, did not dress. The senior had 6 touchdown catches this season. Eckhouse stands in the gun, the line of scrimmage, the 39. No score early. Snap to the quarterback, Eckhouse, who faked the handoff, looking for running room going left, and the Orange had that one pretty well sussed out. Advancing to the 36-yard line along the left side is Eckhouse, gaining 3. Doesn't figure to be the same type of running threat that John Mateer was. Mateer was the leading rusher this year for the Cougs, including 15 touchdowns. Last tackle by the Orange's Deuce Chestnut. Substitutions each way, and it is second down and 7. Eckhouse in an empty set. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the wide side right. Eckhouse in the all dark red uniforms takes the snap. The Orange send 3. Throw by Eckhouse to the far side in the air. It is caught by Williams as the defender fell down at the 5-yard line, then to the 4 to the right sideline. Goal to go on a 31-yard hookup for Washington State. They're knocking on the door officially at the 5-yard line. First down and goal.
Oh, that's Eckhouse picking on the freshman, Davian Kerr. He slips in coverage. It's a great ball thrown by the quarterback. Just unsure footing by that freshman.
Eckhouse with Schlenbaker now, the lone running back, fakes the Clapp now takes the snap, hands off to Schlenbaker, slams into the line at right guard, and is stymied there after pickup of 1. Second down and goal from the Syracuse 4. No score, but Washington State with the upper hand here at the moment, just under 5 minutes into the game. Carlos Hernandez, a new receiver into the game, into the right side boundary.
And Syracuse right now kind of getting that defensive tackle. This is probably the deepest we've seen Syracuse's defensive tackles this year, with Wilson and Hastings rotating in.
Mawad Watson in the game at the moment. Snap to Eckhouse, sort of stands still. And up to Jimmy Leg. He runs around the right side and into the end zone. Zevi Eckhouse puts Washington State in the lead, 6-0. 4-yard touchdown run in his first major college start. Kind of stood still, and able to break out of it. 9:47 to go in this opening quarter. Just more than 5 minutes gone. A 4-yard touchdown run by Zevi Eckhouse.
Well, for Syracuse, hopefully that's a rude awakening. Washington State came to play.
Pretty productive scoring offense. They average nearly 37 points per game. That is their 28th rushing touchdown as a team. And the extra point is good for Dean Janikowski, the 178th of his career. So the Orange, in essence, go 3 and out after one explosive run play. And Washington State turns it right around, gets a little boost from a penalty on the Syracuse punt, and puts it in the end zone with Zevi Eckhouse. Good pass to set it up from Eckhouse to Kyle Williams. Eckhouse runs it in himself from 4 yards out. Time out of the field. Washington State owns a 7-0 lead here in San Diego on the DirecTV Holiday Bowl. This is the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
Season at Wegmans Lights on the Lake. CNY's favorite holiday tradition is back with 2 miles of displays to get your whole family feeling merry and bright. Tickets must be purchased in advance, so get yours at lightsonthelake.com. And don't forget to add a light-up snowflake wand to make the experience even more magical for the little ones. Wegmans Lights on the Lake, proudly presented by Upstate Honda Dealers and Upstate Golisano Children's Hospital. Tickets and more info at lightsonthelake.com.
Hey Orange fans, Pathfinder Bank is now in East Syracuse. For 165 years, we've been Central New York's trusted local bank, and just like the Syracuse Orange, we're proud to call this community home. With 12 full-service locations, including our newest in East Syracuse, Pathfinder Bank is ready to team up with personalized banking solutions for both your business and personal needs. Visit PathfinderBank.com to learn more. And as always, go Orange. Pathfinder Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Orange football is brought to you in part by Turning Stone, so much more than creative cuisine. Turning Stone is the official resort of the Cuse Athletics Fund. Just underway here at Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego. Good drive by Washington State to march right down the field. They had a quality drive start at their own 32, but then went 68 yards in 8 plays and scored on a 4-yard run by the quarterback, Zevi Eckhouse. Took just under 4 minutes off the clock. Now the Orange get their second opportunity offensively. Adam, the first time Syracuse had the ball, it looked like they maybe just were a little off in terms of the timing on a couple of those plays, partly impacted by Washington State, but it was a fine line between plays that happened to be unsuccessful that looked like they may have been explosive too.
Yeah, Fran Brown explained it at pregame and throughout this week. This is the beginning of the year for a lot of these guys. You know, he understands that there's going to be some miscues. Really, for Syracuse, it's kind of knocking off the rust, getting back into the rhythm, and showing what you're capable of doing. On both ends, that's not what they're capable of doing. You know, defensively, Fidel Diggs is down right now, so you have David Omoperiola in there, in a combination of James Hurd, rotations of guys we haven't seen in a couple weeks in Tank Wilson's, Isaiah Hastings at this defensive tackle position. So there are a couple guys on defense that are not new, but they're getting more time in there. And then offensively, they've just got to sync it up, and not too worried about that with number 6 back there.
Kyle McCord so far 0 for 3 passing. We'll see where this next possession begins. Jason Willis awaits another kickoff from Dean Janikowski. Puts the right foot into it line drive. Willis wants none of it. The ball lands halfway back in the end zone for a touchback, and the Orange will start this possession at their own 25. Today's broadcast is fueled in part by Citgo's top-tier Tri-Clean gasoline. They get you where you're going. When you start with Citgo, you are good to go. Back-to-back timeouts. Everybody loves a timeout after a kickoff. We'll step aside at Snapdragon Stadium here in San Diego, where the Orange are about to get their second possession, trailing in this one 7-0. This is Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
The pros know nobody beats FW Web. With extensive inventory, personalized service, and a fleet of trucks across the Northeast, FW Web supports all customers, from one-van contractors to large facility operators. For planned projects, emergency jobs, or maintenance, FW Web has what you need, when and where you need it. For plumbing, heating, HVAC, refrigeration, propane gas, and PVF jobs. With over 100 locations, visit FWWeb.com to find one near you.
I love being part of AmeriQ Credit Union, where I share my dreams, my goals, and my challenges with those who know me best, where I stay connected no matter where my life takes me. And financial solutions are designed with my best interest in mind. Create a meaningful connection. Visit AmeriQ.org to learn more and open an account today. AmeriQ and you. Let's connect. Membership eligibility required. Insured by NCUA.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. Sirius XM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On ACC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, coaches' shows, and more. So cheer along on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of Sirius XM free. Subscribe now. See all for details at SiriusXM.com/ACC Sports.
Great to have you back with us at Snapdragon Stadium, home of the Aztecs of San Diego State, on the same property as the former Jack Murphy Stadium or Qualcomm Stadium, where the Padres and Chargers played for many years. Huge open expanse here. The train drops you off not far from the stadium. Plenty of parking and all that you need here. Fans seem to be enjoying themselves in a Holiday Bowl that has played at a number of venues over the years, but has been a great game more often than not. Last year, Louisville and USC. In the last couple of seasons, this game was played at Petco Park, the home of the Padres in the Gaslamp District downtown. Before that, back out here at Qualcomm, along with the former San Diego Charger, Adam Terry. What do you remember from your time with the Chargers, Adam?
Great weather. Fair weather fans, and a lot of cement at Qualcomm.
Sounds about right. First down and 10 for the Orange of the 25. Possession number 2. First down and up. LaQuinn Allen, big hole off the right. Burst through 2 defenders at the 30 and almost has a first down on that carry alone. Lunges forward. Not a great spot at the 33. Not quite the 34. Gain of 8. You saw that one develop right away.
Yeah, you love it. It's a GH counter, and the lead blocker in there is Aronde Gadsden.
Allen here gets hammered. Breaks out of that at the 40. Over the 45 and angled right to the 47-yard line, just inside the numbers along the right. There were pads popping there. Tanner Moku, senior from Honolulu, first to hit Allen, and he ran right over him. LaQuinn picking up yards after contact.
Well, sometimes if you're Jeff Nixon, you can dial it up, and maybe a little bit too cute that first series. Right now, they're going Syracuse is the hammer, Washington State's the nail.
First down 10, high snap to McCord. Give coming left to right to LaQuinn Allen, and this time Washington State wise to it. LaQuinn gets a yard, maybe 2, off the right, ridden down by, among others, Quinn Roth, senior from San Marcos, California. Pickup of just the one. LaQuinn looking for his 11th career 100-yard rushing game. Came in just 99 yards shy of 1,000 rushing yards for the year. Could be just the 6th Syracuse player to repeat, or at least have multiple 1,000-yard seasons in a career. Back to McCord, throwing far side left. Catch by Gill on the stop route at the 30. Angles inside at the 25. First down and more, and dropped at the 24-yard line in Washington State territory.
Well,
28-yard connection and a first down.
For Syracuse right now, you came out trying to sling the rock. Big run by Trevor Pena. Now you get out there with LaQuinn Allen as well as Yasin Willis, and that softens up the defense. They're blitzing now in order to stop the run. Opens the opportunity down the field in the pass game.
An intentionally underthrown ball worked to perfection. Empty formation now from McCord, 2-3. There's the snap back to his face mask. Kyle looking to throw, wanting to go deeper. Instead settles for a little check down on the far side to Yasin Willis. Looked like McCord had visions of something bigger than that and found Willis for a 4-yard pickup at the 20. Yasin stepping out of bounds immediately.
Well, he had eyes locked on Aronde Gadsden, 0 high. Late, they're getting a safety from the backside coming up over the top. It looks like he has Gadsden. It gets closed off late, and then he's able to dump it off to the sideline.
Gill to the right. Clement, the second tight end, to the right. Pena left. High snap. Fake by McCord. Throwing left sideline again. Stretching catch. Trevor Pena spinning for the pylon and in for the touchdown, Orange. A whirling catch by Pena for his 8th receiving touchdown of the season.
They line up. They run a wing formation to the right. It looks as though they're going to run the football. Counter or power action by Bradford, and then it's a back shoulder fade. Pena goes up, high points the ball, twists and turns his way right in front of the pylon for a touchdown.
One-on-one with Stephen Hall, redshirt junior defensive back for Washington State. Orange have a funky formation here. Jack Stonehouse, the holder, takes the snap, hands off, and cutting across the formation toward the end zone. Oh! They are in for a 2-point conversion. Jackson Kennedy, the Prez, scores on a handoff from the punter holder, Jack Stonehouse. Now that one is deep in the bag of tricks.
Time out on the field. The rule in the field was the clock was good.
That is your basic punter handoff to the kicker, 2-point conversion. You see it every day. And the Orange take the lead here at the Holiday Bowl, and that's what happens in bowl games. Might as well roll the dice. Fran Brown secure as the Orange head coach lets it rip, and the Cuse takes the lead on that, 8-7. Smallest player on the floor gets into the end zone for the score. More to come as we continue from the Holiday Bowl in San Diego. It's the Orange 8, Washington State 7 of the Syracuse Sports Network from their field.
Hey Orange fans, this is Aronde Gadsden II. Be sure to visit Apex Entertainment in Destiny, USA. Go in and enjoy 55,000 square feet of pure fun with their 24 bowling lanes, arcade, laser tag, bumper cars, hollow gate, axe throwing, and more. Apex also has a full restaurant menu and meeting space that is ideal for your corporate outings, off-campus events, birthday, and holiday parties. Perfect weather is always guaranteed at Apex. Go to apexentertainment.com for more information. Go Orange.
Hi, I'm Dan Shirk, General Manager of the Nye Automotive Group in Oneida, inviting you to come see why it's gotta be Nye. Come see why we have the highest Google ratings in Central New York. Come see why customers take the short drive to Oneida for the best sales and service. Come see why our customers keep coming back time and time again. Come see why it's worth the drive to Nye. We're only 20 minutes from Utica, Rome, and Syracuse. Don't just see why. Come see why it's gotta be Nye. Stop in today or visit us at nyeauto.com.
Time for a Toyota Drive Summary as the Orange put one in the end zone, answering Washington State's score. Syracuse goes 75 yards in 6 plays, 2:44 off the clock. Officially a 19-yard touchdown catch by Trevor Pena, delivered from Kyle McCord. Kyle's 30th touchdown pass of the year, extending his single-season school record. The 2-point conversion run in by Jackson Kennedy. The official stats here, Adam, say they gave credit to David Clement for the PAT. Let me tell you, there's a big difference between 86 and 96. Jackson Kennedy, the Prez, is listed at 179, and that might be generous. He was clearly the smallest player on the field in time for that extra point. Looked like the officials looked at it again during the break, and for now the points remain on the board, 8-7. Cuse. Drive Summary, as always, is brought to you by Toyota and your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
Yeah, man, it looks like he's going to stand. Jackson Kennedy able to plunge. He just barely knocks over that pylon.
The try is no good.
Hey,
the runner had a foot out of bounds, and the ball was short of the goal line. The score should reflect 6 points for Syracuse, 7 for Washington State. Thank you.
That's probably one of the most bizarre areas to make that call. He wasn't in the middle of the field, and now the official was almost to the goal line on this return right now. So,
in fairness, when at real time, the official that was closest to the near pylon did not signal that was a good conversion. The one on the far side did, and therefore further review. Touchback on the kickoff, so Washington State will start this next one at the 25. It's a ball game. Adam's watching the replay on the big screen opposite us. So for all of you Cornell transfer fans, the Big Red scoring for the Orange, not quite yet. First down, Washington State playing with a 7-6 lead at its own 25. Quarterback Zebi Eckhouse in a pistol formation takes the snap and gives, coming to the near side. Deuce Chestnut had an opportunity, then does make the tackle along the near side. Leo Palolausi brought down on the near sideline, gained up to the 29-yard line, picking up 4.
Justin Barron meets it right at the end of the line of scrimmage, but Palolausi able to bounce it outside. Deuce Chestnut doing a great job, keep his feet underneath him, and ride him out of bounds.
Move a tight end to the near side. That's Trey Lechner. Touchdown pass thrown early in the year by Eckhouse was to Lechner. Throw over the middle here is caught in traffic by Carlos Hernandez. He's sandwiched and dropped at the 40-yard line, but not before a first down. They may have even given him another yard. Just past the 40, gain of 11, first down, Washington State. Eckhouse is a pretty accurate passer. It doesn't seem to be flustered at all. Washington State plays with a 7-6 lead. The Orange have Watson and Fuentes at the tackles, Jacquez and Omoperiola at the ends. Linebackers are Wax and Barron. And the snap is back to Eckhouse, who runs a draw, ran into his own man, tries again coming left. He's over the 40 and dropped at the 41-yard line by King Joseph Edwards.
That's a predetermined run. He drops back, sets his foot, and then Syracuse doing a great job right there. Defensive tackles being stout, closing down the run lanes against Eckhouse.
Palolausi again in the pistol with Eckhouse. 3 receivers tightly bunched to the right. Eckhouse looks over the defense, takes a high snap, gives to Palolausi off the right, and the Orange along the defensive line are there to suss it out. Jacquez the tackle after a gain of just a yard to the 43. Good play along the D-line. And now third down and maybe 8 for the Cougs. They bunch up 4 receivers to the right. That is the Syracuse sideline. The Orange crowd the line of scrimmage. Marlo Wax sneaks up from his linebacker position. So does Justin Barron. Snap, they do send the bunch. Throw to the far side is caught, and Barron and others hustle to the tackle. Tony Freeman, the reception, well shy of the line to gain. They were trying a middle screen to try to get yardage after the catch for the first down, and Syracuse had that well defended, forcing a Washington State punt.
Syracuse right now substituting. It's punting, but they're just dropping Pena back, keeping base defensive in case of some trickery that Syracuse has already pulled.
Dean Janikowski, part-time punter this year. Their other punter, Nick Haber, is transferring to Vanderbilt. Snap is back. The kick is kind of a rugby style. Pena takes a chest-high catch at the 15, starts to the left, turning the corner at the 20. Wide of the numbers has the 25. Again along the sideline, has some running room. At the 40 is shouldered into the Syracuse bench on the far side, shy of midfield. But a great return by Pena all the way to the 49.
Well, we saw one of the first plays of the game. That was Pena getting free in the open space. This time, line drive. Janikowski outkicks his coverage. Pena able to slice and dice that defense, or the
coverage
coverage unit. Pop that thing down the sideline.
34-yard return by Trevor Pena. The Orange set up, but they do trail. Remember that 2-point conversion taken off the board. As we step aside with 3:54 to go in the opening quarter, it's Washington State 7, Syracuse 6. You're listening to Orange Football on the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
At Broadview, supporting your quest to be your best is why we're here. And it's personal. You already do your best to meet life's challenges. Try your best. You've got this. You see the best in others and lend a hand. Wherever you are on life's journey, helping you be your best is the reason we're here. Let's get started. Learn about becoming a Broadview member at broadviewfcu.com.
The pros know nobody beats FW Web. With extensive inventory, personalized service, and a fleet of trucks across the Northeast, FW Web supports all customers, from one-van contractors to large facility operators. For planned projects, emergency jobs, or maintenance, FW Web has what you need, when and where you need it. For plumbing, heating, HVAC, refrigeration, propane gas, and PVF jobs. With over 100 locations, visit FWWeb.com to find one near you.
Superior Stroke Care. It's about time. At Krause's Comprehensive Stroke Center, it's about delivering care faster. It's about our EMS partners who quickly assess your condition and communicate with our specialists. It's about neurologists, supported by a dedicated team, and board-certified fellowship-trained neurosurgeons using the most progressive stroke rescue technology. It's about taking action quickly, because when you're having a stroke, every moment matters. When it's about time, say, "Take me to Krause."
As your goals and income change, your financial strategy should too. Rockbridge Investment Management is a fee-only financial advisor serving Central New York. For every stage of life, there's Rockbridge. Visit rockbridgeinvest.com. 3:54 to play in the opening quarter at Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego. Orange, with the nice return by Trevor Pena off the punt, are set up at their own 49-yard line, trailing this game 7-6. Kyle McCord, 3 of 6 passing for 52 yards. Darrell Gill, a 29-yard reception, biggest individual play of the day for the Cuse.
Well, Syracuse today going with a couple different combinations. Weatherspoon being the left tackle today. Savion Washington and Petrie being the right guard, right tackle. And then we've seen a combination of Bradford and Reed. And now this series we see Cruz and Aloha.
On first down, it's a give to LaQuint Allen just to the right of the center. He crosses midfield, but not much further. Going behind Mark Petrie. Touchdown by Andrew Edson of the Cougs. His 40th tackle of the year. Orange now bring Pena to the near side right. He's the touchdown scorer. Allen is just off the right hip of the quarterback, Kyle McCord, on second down and 8. Snap is back. Allen into block, throwing far sideline. Jackson Meeks with some hand fighting. Thinks he caught it, but it may have been a simultaneous catch. Washington State claiming interception, and the official says it's a Syracuse catch at the 31-yard line. Stephen Hall was right there with Meeks, who pushed off on Hall originally, had his hands on the ball, and then while they were on the ground, there was some wrestling. They called Syracuse football to the plus 31, first down, and the Orange would serve themselves well by going quickly. They do. Throw to Meeks far side, same thing. Flag flying this time as he made the catch one-on-one with Hall over there. Here's Jerry McGinn heading a Big Ten crew. He's going to confer on the bowl season logo at the 25 with some of the other Zebras, and here's the adjudication.
Holding, defense, number 1. Prior to the pass, penalties decline, the result of the play, first down.
Indeed it is. Orange trailing 7-6. Just less than 3 minutes to go, first quarter. Kyle McCord, such an accurate passer, has done so well on these back shoulder throws, and Meeks, an incredible receiver on contested catches. The Orange have first down at about the 13-yard line. Give to LaQuint Allen. Sidestep at the 10 at the 5. Walks in. That was just too easy for LaQuint. My goodness. Rushing touchdown number 15 for LaQuint Allen, and what a take it was. The Orange have the lead here in San Diego.
Well, it's the same side GH counter, and LaQuint Allen starts on one side, comes back, and it's a quick give. You've got your guard pulling in front, and then you've got Max Mang wrapping up inside. That time, the safety goes outside. LaQuint Allen able to put his foot in the ground and give vertical for that easy touchdown.
He averaged 2 touchdowns a game over the last 5 of the year and has been so productive. The Orange going for 2 again. Empty formation, snap to McCord. Quick release near side. LaQuint well blocked, and he walks in again once more untouched. LaQuint Allen with a little dance in the end zone, and the Orange have gotten the point back that they were chasing. They lead Washington State 14-7.
Yeah, that's great blocking on the perimeter. They take the tight end, Clement. He's on the slot. LaQuint Allen able to get outside. Clement locks on, able to move his feet, and then LaQuint Allen, same thing. Gets a quick seam, cuts right up inside there for the 2-point conversion.
What a touchdown run that was. A jump cut and well blocked. Really not a hand laid on LaQuint Allen there, and so productive. Can't wait to see what is next for LaQuint Allen, because even if the numbers aren't just mind-blowing this year, they're good enough, and he's done better than the numbers would indicate. He gets tough yardage. He has scored when the Orange have needed it most. 14-7, Q's 2:32 to go in the opening quarter of the Holiday Bowl. Jack Stone, that's actually Jackson Kennedy on the kickoff. He boots it away, and over the 10, Washington State with an opportunity on the run back by Leighton Smithson. Wide of the numbers on the right. He crosses the 25. Good return to about the 27-yard line.
Well, Matt, we talked about the transfer portal, and one of those that's going to not be neglected is going to be Brady Denenberg. You know, he's been sporadic at kicking field goals, but he's been that go-to guy, pinning everybody deep, and as he makes that way and joins Nick Monroe over at Minnesota.
And Bob Legashevsky on special teams.
Yeah, and Legashevsky too, yeah. So, you know, you look at that. That is something that Syracuse is going to have to find a replace.
Empty setup for Zevi Eckhouse, Z-E-V-I. Takes the snap, looking near side, scans, throws over the middle where it's caught by Kyle Williams, their prolific senior wide receiver, and the UNLV transfer is dropped at the 30-yard line, a gain of 3 on the first play of this possession for Wazoo. Orange lead the game 14-7, coming up in the final 2 minutes of this first quarter. Eckhouse with 2x3 in an empty set, takes the snap, runs a draw, always a threat in that formation. Justin Barron the first to meet him and brings him down on the left side hash mark at the 35-yard line with help from Elijah Fuentes. 34 they call it. Gain of 4 on the play. Third down, a little more than 3. Washington State wanted to go tempo, but the Orange
officials time
have a
injured player
seeking
on
treatment
the
from the athletic trainers, and it's Justin Barron, who is in a crouch at the 35-yard line on the far side. Kraus health injury update. I'm sure Barron will be just fine. He's among the toughest on the team. The Orange's leading tackler, recognized Christmas night at the team's award dinner as the team's linebacker of the year. Washington State can go a little bit here, Adam. Obviously, this team has lost significant firepower on the offensive end, but doesn't seem to be, hurting them a great deal. The quarterback, Mateer, clearly a stud, but they've got some other guys. Kyle Williams, a very good wide receiver, and the quarterback, Eckhouse, has a little shake to him.
Well, Williams is a guy that he's, you get to strike the fear of God, and he's already over 1,000 yards at the end of the season. He can catch everything. And right now against Syracuse, he's just finding a soft spot, turning around, making it very easy for Eckhouse to deliver quick strikes. It looks, we have this injury timeout. It looks like Justin Barron probably in some form or fashion of, it looks like he's good, but he either a bloody nose or something along the lines like that at this moment in time.
Injury update, as always, is brought to you by Kraus Health, the exclusive healthcare partner of Syracuse Athletics. For Washington State, third down, little less than 4. They move right to left in this opening quarter. Williams motions across the formation to the right. Snap back to Eckhouse. Throws underneath. It's caught by Williams. And Williams has a path over the 50. Coming near side 40, wide of the numbers 30. ahead of the field at the 20, with the Orange getting an angle. No. Williams is into the end zone. 66 yards on the catch and mostly run by Kyle Williams. His 14th receiving touchdown of the year to lead the team, and Washington State is a point away from tying the game again.
Well, Washington State answers. You've got man coverage out there. Clarence Lewis just gets run by. You know, he's on the hip of Williams at the moment in time. But right as the ball is caught, you see Williams accelerate, put on those burners, and run by Lewis.
Dean Janikowski out for the extra point. Has missed 5 in his career. This season he's missed twice. Kick here is through for Janikowski. 2 of 2 in that department in this game. 1:23 to go in the opening quarter. And it is 14 all. So as we thought might be the case, decent amount of scoring in this first quarter here. Dave Pulaski will be along at the quarter break to update us on everything else that's happening around bowl season. ACC needs a boost. It has not gone so well so far, but there are plenty of games remaining with ACC representation and Syracuse opponents this year. UNLV and Cal, 2 opponents, played each other in a bowl, with UNLV winning that. Ohio won a bowl game, and their coach departed to Charlotte. Pittsburgh beat Syracuse to go to 7-0 and didn't win a game the rest of the way. They lost their bowl against Toledo.
Fran Brown was watching that game, and my family and I, we walked by him, and I said, "Oh, your boy is down there kneeling. Pat Narduzzi's getting ready for the win." He goes, "That ain't my boy."
You're right. Didn't make that clear. So Janikowski to kick it away. Let's see if the Orange make any noise here before the first quarter comes to a close. Kick is popped in the air to the goal line below us. Jason Willis lets it go again, and the touchback will bring the Orange out to the 25-yard line in a game that is tied at 14. FW Web is where the pros go for plumbing, heating, HVAC, refrigeration, pipe, valves, fittings, and more. Visit fwweb.com for a location near you. Well, Kyle McCord has seen this type of shootout before. Answer a score with a score. His counterpart, Zevi Eckhouse, is 7 of 7 passing for 136 yards. Kyle got off to a shaky start, but has completed 5 in a row after missing his first 3. He's thrown for 89 yards and a touch. Snap is back. He pulls it in the belly of Allen. Out now going downfield, left seam. Incomplete. Good breakup. Gill was the target. And Stephen Hill went up and knocked it away. Yeah. Stephen Hall got in between the hands of Gill. It looked like the throw was on target, but broke it up.
Yeah, you've got max protection. Looks good. I mean, right at the end, that's one. 2 years from now, Gill is going to go up, and he's going to pull that thing down against Hall. This time, Hall goes up. Just gives a little bit of a smoke screen in there and knocks the hands down at Gill.
That would be a slow developing play if he catches that 2 years from now. That'd be a whole new definition. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Motion man across the formation is Allen. Swing pass that way. LeQuint back of the line. Catches the 20 to the numbers 25 and folded at the 27. Hit hard as Washington State rallies to the ball. Tackled by Bryson Lamb at the 27. Gain of 2. Bringing 3rd down and 8. This is important here to convert, right? Stay on the field because Washington State has shown the ability to score.
Hands down, got to stay out on the field right now. Justice Ross Simmons going out. Standing on the numbers, you've got Pena in the slot as well as Gadsden.
2 by 3 off the left hash. 3rd down, 7. McCord alone in the gun. Checks the sideline. Play clock's at 9. McCord gestures to his tackles on both sides. 4 seconds, now 3 to get it off. Snap is back. 5 in the pattern. Throw underneath this. Could have been intercepted. It's dropped by Andrew Edson. Probably should have been a pick.
Yep.
Would have been, I don't know how far he would have roamed with it if he hung on, but the Orange are fortunate to get a chance to punt this one away.
Yeah, that ball came out quick. There were one more than they could block. Ball is coming out quick, but then you see 2 of the defensive tackles fake the rush, pop back out, and on that one, almost picked off.
4th down, 8, two-man protection in front of Jack Stonehouse, punting for the second time. The first was a 40-yarder. Blocked, you can see it coming. At the 10, picked up and into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State. The return by Kamani Jackson. That first punt was awfully crowded. This has been an issue all season, and it rears its head again.
You know, at some point going into spring football, you got to look at what this protection is, because right now you just gave the momentum back to a team that is kind of beat up. Now they're rallying behind a coach who's got an opportunity in Pete Kaligas and trying to build something. But, I mean, that right now, Syracuse, unacceptable on that one. We've seen it throughout the course of the year, and James Villano has to fix that.
Dean Janikowski for the extra point, bangs it through. And with that, it is a 21-14 Washington State lead. That's just brutal. You got an outstanding punter in Jack Stonehouse, as good as there is in the ACC, certainly, if not the country. And to have as many punts blocked as the Orange have had this year just can't happen. That's their third. A couple of them have gone for touchdowns. You wonder, could Stonehouse be a little faster? Maybe, but all the blocks that I could think of, certainly this one and very nearly the first punt tonight, there has been a meeting in the backfield of Cougars.
Yeah, for Syracuse.
Kind of like an Applebee's. No, sorry.
For Syracuse right now, it is. You've just got to start to understand where it's coming from, and they've got one free runner. When you've got one free runner coming in, it doesn't matter how fast Jack Stonehouse gets that ball out. He's got a direct line to the punter. Tough, real tough on that one.
So the Orange are 7 in arrears now, 21-14. Syracuse has not led in this game, other than briefly when the point after touchdown, the early 2-point conversion was on the board before being taken off. So another touchback sets up the Cuse to their own 25, 17 seconds to go in what has been a lengthy opening quarter at Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego.
Here comes another combination, the whole left side going back out. You've got David Wolaba going in at left tackle. Bradford being reinserted at that left guard position. John Ray Reed going back to center. So a lot of combinations that they're taking a look at. Dale Williams, the offensive line coach.
On first down, a handoff left side behind Gaston goes Allen. Wide of the numbers at the 30, and he has the 32-yard line before being knocked out of bounds. Gain of 7. They haven't thrown to Aronde Gadsden yet this year. Part of his coming back and working through injury was becoming a better blocker. He did a nice job sealing the edge that play. It is the final play of the opening quarter, which Washington State wins 21-14. Timeout on the field and a bit of time for us to check in with Dave Pulaski back in the studio. He'll tell us what else is going on around the bowls across the country on this Friday of the holiday season. The Orange trail after 15 minutes. Washington State up 21-14. You're listening to Cuse Football on the Syracuse Sports Network in Learfield.
Attention Class A CDL truck drivers. Home daily sound good? Wadhams Enterprises is looking to hire in Syracuse, Auburn, and Canastota. Their 2 milk hauling divisions with terminals in Auburn and Canastota will have you home every day. Wadhams current drivers average $60,000 to $80,000 a year, depending on experience, and enjoy paid personal time off, great benefits, monthly driver bonus, and much more. Call recruiting at 800-334-1314 or visit Wadhams.com.
Looking for the perfect venue for your next big event? Discover the Marriott Syracuse Downtown. Whether it's a wedding, conference, or special celebration, our elegant spaces and top-notch service will make your event unforgettable. With spacious rooms, modern amenities, and a central location, we're the ideal choice for any occasion. Book your event today and let us make your vision come to life. Visit MarriottSyracuseDowntown.com or call us at 315-474-2424. Marriott Syracuse Downtown, where memories are made.
One quarter done at the DirecTV Holiday Bowl in San Diego, and it's a wild one so far. Syracuse trailing Washington State 21-14. Dave Pulaski inside the Learfield Network studios. Time to get you caught up on the other bowl games that are taking place on this final Friday of 2024. One other game that's going on right now, it's in Memphis, the Liberty Bowl between Arkansas and Texas Tech. That's another back-and-forth battle. Razorbacks jumped out to a 21-3 first quarter lead. The Red Raiders have stormed back. It's now 24-19 Hogs over the Red Raiders at halftime in Memphis. Meanwhile, earlier today, Navy overcame a 14-0 deficit to Oklahoma as the Midshipmen topped the Sooners 21-20 in the Armed Forces Bowl. Blake Horvath rushes for a couple of touchdowns and 155 yards in the comeback win for Navy. They get 10 wins on the season. Meanwhile, in the Birmingham Bowl, Georgia Tech gets tripped up by Vanderbilt 35-27. Commodores playing in their first bowl game since 2018. They get their first bowl win since 2013. Diego Pavia throws for 3 touchdowns, and the ACC is still winless in the postseason. Right now, they are 0-5 when you include the college football playoffs. 13 teams reaching the postseason from the Atlantic Coast Conference. As we send it back to San Diego, Matt Park and Adam Terry. Guys?
Appreciate it, Dave. We'll hear from Dave at halftime again with Tim and the gang coming up. We'll see what type of tone the Orange have at halftime. They're trailing this game here in San Diego. We thought it was supposed to be easy, right? They were all transferring, and this was supposed to be a walkthrough in the bowl. That is not how it happens. And crowds filled in a little bit. It's a fun place to see a game. 15 minutes deep. They've done some nice touches in this stadium, Adam, building it. Heard some people before we came out talking about it being very California. The kind of the perches, and those over here to the right, they call the piers, and different ways to watch the game while walking around in the concourse, and a couple of different VIP type situations, and fans have been entertained so far. But the biggest play of the game, a blocked punt, resulting in a Washington State touchdown. Orange trail by 7 as they set up shop for the first play of the second quarter at their own 32-yard line.
Oh, wow.
LeQuint Allen, 6 carries, 44 yards. What got the wow? Max Bang and Dave Clement in the back.
The band crushing Metallica over there.
Okay.
I mean, wow.
Battle of the bands yesterday in the gas lamp. That was pretty cool. Handoff up the middle. LeQuint Allen bursts through a hole over the 35, lunges to the 40-yard line, dragging a would-be tackler, Tanner Moku. Good run for LeQuint again across the 41. He has really been good in this game so far as he approaches 1,000 yards rushing for the season. Line of scrimmage now the 41. Allen again the single setback. The Orange have had success when they just decide, hey, look, number 1's better than anybody you got. Let's just hammer it. Heavy set here. Snap and a give to LeQuint. On the counter, cuts back to the right, but not a lot of running room between the hashes. He has dropped at the 44-yard line. Gain of 3 on that play. And a whistle for a player slow to get up for Washington State.
Injured player.
Defensive tackle.
Defense.
Looks like defensive lineman Michael Hughes.
Number 99, defense.
Check that, Bryson Lamb. We appreciate Jerry McGinn spotting for us down there as the veteran referee that he is in college football. Timeout on the field. We'll step aside.
Timeout will be extended for immediate timeout.
Sure it will. We'll be back after this, Jerry. The Orange trailing Washington State in the Holiday Bowl 21-7 as we break away for a moment from San Diego on the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
With the enhanced engine performance and fuel economy of newly reformulated Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, you're good to go. But good to go where? Exotic bird shopping? To your Tuesday night bowling league?
Woo! That's a turkeys.
Good to go try your luck at bingo.
G32.
Good to go to a lumberjack competition.
I'm going to move my car.
New top-tier Tri-Clean gas from Citgo. The most advanced fuel we've ever made. Now you're good to go.
At Planet Fitness, no two members are alike, but they all have one thing in common. They are all strong. A judgment-free environment where you're free to feel your strongest and be your best self with memberships that start at $15 a month. Find your nearest club and join today. We're all strong on this planet, Planet Fitness. Hours, amenities, and offers vary by club. Check out planetfitness.com or stop by your local club for more information. Must be 18 years old to enroll or 13 to 17 with parent or guardian. Planet Fitness is a proud sponsor of Syracuse Athletics.
At KeyBank, we know a small moment like,
whoa, my kid's got a serious backhand,
can lead to an even bigger question like,
tennis campus how much?
And that's the type of moment where we'll meet you to help you build a savings plan for expenses big and small so your money can make money. Mike, how's that sound?
Sounds like match point.
Sounds like love.
We could serve up tennis puns all day.
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. KeyBank member FDIC.
Folks, when you're out and about and want to keep up with live college sports, be sure to download the Varsity Network app. It's free and available for both Apple and Android. Listen to college sports live with the Varsity Network app. With Adam Terry, Matt Park here in the booth, our Nye Auto broadcast booth at Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego. The Orange currently trailing 21-14 against Washington State in the Holiday Bowl. Syracuse in a bowl for the third straight season. Got whacked last year in the Boca Raton Bowl. Not that there's a ton of carryover from one year to the next, but some of the key players, you heard Justin Barron in our pregame coverage talk about the desire to end this season the right way with a representative showing and a win in the bowl. Brief injury timeout for Bryson Lamb, defensive tackle, a redshirt sophomore for Wazoo. He is now off the field, and the Orange face second down and medium at their own 44.
Well, you look at LaQuinn Allen. He's been pretty versatile throughout the course of the year, and hard running today. You know, another 100-yard game bumps him to 11 and kind of brings him into that limelight of tying Jim Brown, Ernie Davis, and DeLone Carter.
Pretty good.
Number 7 with 11 100-yard games.
Allen is to the right, the field side of McCord. 4 down linemen for Wazoo. High snap, give is fake, throw in a slant, caught by Gadsden. Almost broke out of a tackle. He crossed the 40 down to the 35 of Washington State, and the official marked down at the 33. First down, Cuse on the first catch of the game by OG.
Well, that's a good one-on-one, beats him across the face and just able to really get the ball and start running down the field. And a big-bodied guy, hard to take down. And Colson, the corner, hung on for dear life.
Colson was one who was in the portal, then backed out. 23-yard connection to Gadsden. End around handoff. Trevor Pena wide of the numbers to the 30. Sheds a tackler at the 25, just sideswiping him below the 20, and he falls down at the 18-yard line. 15-yard run there for Trevor Pena, and he's already said he's coming back next year and all that. He might really add this element of his game. You can do this a couple times a game. He's a prolific runner. First down at the 18. High snap, McCord. Fakes, he throws, corner of the end zone where it is incomplete. The target there, Pena again.
Washington State not afraid to dial up the pressure. That time bringing pressure. McCord unfazed by it. Just a little bit overthrown to the Syracuse sideline right in front of the pylon.
21-14 Washington State. 2 minutes gone in quarter number 2. Jackson Meeks detached all the way to the right, wide of the numbers into the Syracuse sideline. McCord, empty set in the gun, 2x3, takes the snap, looks to the boundary to his left, scans, throws, end zone, caught, touchdown, Oronde Gadsden. Gadsden with his 6th of the year, touchdown, Orange, and they trail by just 1.
Well, I don't know how much easier that can be. You go 5 wide. You've got big-bodied guys in there. Max Mang playing in the slot next to Trevor Pena. But on the backside of that route, same thing that we saw earlier. It's a slant. Oronde Gadsden crosses the face of Colson, and it's a quick delivery. Easy touchdown for Kyle McCord to Oronde Gadsden.
Extra point by Jackson Kennedy is through. The Orange have a rushing touchdown by LaQuinn Allen from 12 yards out, a Trevor Pena catch from 19, and this one by Gadsden, 18 yards. Gadsden did not have a catch at all prior to that possession. Two big ones on that drive. Toyota drive summary, 7 plays, 75 yards. And the Orange do it in 2 minutes and 24 seconds with the extra point good. The game is tied again at 21. It was also tied at 14. Drive summary is brought to you as always by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. Timeout on the field with still plenty of this opening half to go. It's the Orange 21, Washington State 21 on the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
Orange fans planning an upcoming trip to Syracuse? It's fast and easy to book your stay with Visit Syracuse. Make the most of your visit and explore year-round outdoor adventures, award-winning brews and barbecue, and discover why Syracuse is scoring points with fans from across the country. Syracuse is more than just football. It's a destination full of surprises. Whether here for the game or looking to discover something new, Syracuse has something for everyone. So come for the game and stay for the fun. Book your stay today at visitsyracuse.com.
The pros know nobody beats FW Web. With extensive inventory, personalized service, and a fleet of trucks across the Northeast, FW Web supports all customers, from one-van contractors to large facility operators. For planned projects, emergency jobs, or maintenance, FW Web has what you need, when and where you need it. For plumbing, heating, HVAC, refrigeration, propane gas, and PVF jobs. With over 100 locations, visit FWWeb.com to find one near you.
You don't choose to get hurt at work, but you can choose the workers' comp attorneys at Connors and Ferris to fight for your money and medical benefits you deserve.
With over 20 years of industry experience, we will give your case our undivided attention so that you and your family can focus on your recovery.
So call Connors and Ferris, the workers' comp attorneys dedicated to fighting for injured workers' rights.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
We still have 12:53 to play in the first half at Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego. Good time had by all and the crew out here. The team arrived before Christmas. Had a trip of a trip onto the USS Tripoli. Checking that out. Then SeaWorld. Saw some other folks at the San Diego Zoo yesterday. Lots to do here. Great places to eat, drink, and be merry, and get ready for a bowl game. And this one's had fireworks right from the jump. After the Orange punted on their first possession, Washington State came back and had a 68-yard scoring drive that was capped off by the quarterback, Zevi Eckhouse, running in from 4 yards out. The Orange answered that. The Trevor Pena touchdown catch. Also scoring for the Orange today, LaQuinn Allen and Aronde Gadsden. In between there, a punt blocked for a touchdown by Washington State. Kicked by Kennedy. Fair catch signaled. And Washington State will start this next possession in its own 25.
Well, defense needs to stop right here. For Syracuse, giving up that big play down the field earlier in the game. Williams, they're a prolific wide receiver. Able to make a big play, beating Clarence Lewis. Now they've got to regroup and start to play some defense and kind of bottle up Eckhouse.
Tank Wilson laid on the field to start this play. First down, Eckhouse rolls the play to the right, throws underneath. Catch made there by the tight end, and over the 40 goes Trey Lechner, redshirt freshman from Snohomish, Washington. He's got the first down, rumbling out to the 43 for a gain of 18. Just kind of fake bootleg out to the near side.
Yeah, it's zone to the left. They fake it. The tight end clobbers able to push down that defensive end, and it's one-on-one. Eckhouse just dumps it off.
Just the fourth catch of the year for Lechner. Back to throw. Eckhouse pursued on the near side. Eckhouse steps out of it along the right sideline. Crosses midfield into Syracuse territory at the 45 and out into the Washington State bench at the 44 on the near sideline. First down run by Eckhouse, who really has been a fantastic runner. At Bryant, he threw for a program record 28 touchdowns last year. It's the Jerry Rice Award winner, is the top freshman at the FCS level. Not last year. 3-minute motion, including Williams. He retreats back to the left. Snap and a give to the back, Paolesi. And he's dropped for no gain at the 44. Orange D-line's been pretty good at him. A bunch of no gain runs or minimal. And not that it's all been the line. They've held their ground. In this case, it was Deuce Chestnut coming up to shoot his gun to get the tackle there for no gain. 2nd down 10. Paolesi, 5 carries, 10 yards. Empty set for Eckhouse. Snap back. Throw on the screen to the far side. Blown up. Ibn McDaniels, a freshman, did it. So those are the type of plays that you see from guys that really haven't played all year. Happen in a bowl game sometimes. I mean, he might not have gotten 10 snaps in the regular season.
Yeah, one-on-one beats the block. Just a great job of play recognition as a young corner, able to go in there and blow it up.
Line of scrimmage comes back to the 47. Loss of 3 on the play. 3rd down, 13. Eckhouse in the gun. Josh Meredith, good wide receiver, in the slot to the right. High snap. The Orange send 4. Eckhouse with time. Puts in the air deep down the middle. It's up for grabs and intercepted. There's a penalty marker down, but this one stands as a pick at the moment by Clarence Lewis. Not Lewis, I'm sorry, Elijah Clark went all the way back there to get it.
Pass interference.
Yeah.
Offense.
Oh, offense.
Number 80.
There you go.
Declined. The result of the play is an interception. 1st and 10.
Well, that's what we needed.
Yeah. Cinco just kind of playing center field. That was thrown up in the air. Kind of a back foot throw by Eckhouse, and Cinco had it sniffed out.
Oh, that's Tank Wilson. We haven't seen him most of the year. He's going one-on-one on the guard and just doing a great job of pushing the pocket back. Eckhouse doesn't have anywhere to follow through on that throw. Lofts it up. Center fielder Cinco Clark coming down with it.
So it's all the way back at the 6-yard line, but it is the first turnover for either team in the game, and it nets the Orange a possession. Most importantly, it's a stop of Washington State, and still with 10:23 to play in this opening half, the Cuse now in a coming-out offense at its own 6. Allen again, the running back, gets the call on 1st down, and he's got a hole up the middle between the hashes. A burst over the 30, and then hit from the side. They give him the 33-yard line for a gain of 27 on a quick hitter to LeQuint. So they cut a big hole just to he cut back to the right of the center. Petrie, the guard, came over and opened up that spot.
Well, the number for LeQuint Allen today is 99 yards and puts him over 1,000.
Slant here is caught on the move by Meeks, and as the center field logo goes spewing, Meeks fights his way, falling forward to the 50 for another gain of 17. Meeks has made a couple of really tough hand catches on the move. Good throw there by Gadsden, tackled by Hall. Now set to throw again. Kyle right side and incomplete. Meeks tripped that time against Hall, and that's been a good one-on-one matchup throughout the night.
And they've done it a couple times this year. It's almost like a sit-down back shoulder fade where Meeks just bodies him out, and it's delivered to the outside shoulder right near the sideline. That time, just a little bit underthrown by McCord.
Allen now split to the near side as a receiver, along with Aronde Gadsden and Darrell Gill. 2 receivers right. Trevor Pena's in the slot. McCord takes the snap, scans his options with 5 in the pattern. Stays behind the line of scrimmage, pursued by 2. Throws near side, and Allen coming back to the ball along the sideline could not make the lunging catch. It was thrown out of bounds. It looked like he may have actually caught the ball, but he may have been out of bounds.
Yeah, LeQuint Allen doing a great job trying to toe tap down the sideline. Goes back. He's looking for McCord. He sees him, extends to the sideline.
Almost.
He's got a size 16 he's in. I think those are about size 11s.
Line of scrimmage is the 50 at the right hash mark. 3rd and 10. Let's see what McCord dials here. The Orange very good this year on 3rd down, 8th in the country, 49% timeout.
Syracuse.
Fran Brown.
The first of the half.
It's the first timeout taken by either team this half.
Charge timeout.
With 9:23 to go in the second quarter. And we'll step aside to observe the timeout with them. The Orange and Washington State putting on a show here in San Diego. Game tied at 21 as we break away for a moment. Important 3rd down and 10 when we return on the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
It's game day. Head over to Home Team Pub, where you'll find the ultimate game day experience around. There's nothing like enjoying exciting sports and delicious food with your family and friends at your neighborhood hangout. Home Team Pub is famous for its award-winning chicken wings. Visit us at Home Team Pub, located on Route 57 in Liverpool. Follow us on Facebook for daily specials or check out our website at hometeampub.com. Experience the best seat in the house at Home Team Pub, where every day feels like game day.
Matt was 57 when he was diagnosed with stage 4 prostate cancer. He'd seen his doctor every year. Why wasn't it caught sooner? Matt and his wife called the Porter Law Group looking for answers. Our medical experts discovered Matt's doctors failed to order simple screening tests that would have diagnosed his cancer a year earlier when he could have been cured. Matt's case settled before trial for $3.2 million. If you were denied a cure because of a doctor's failure to make a timely diagnosis, call 833-888-LATE.
Still to come is our Americu halftime report. You can create your meaningful connection with Americu Credit Union. They've got everything you need online, in person, and everywhere in between. Join today at Americu.org. Americu and you. Let's connect. Lots going on in this opening half. In fact, believe it or not, this is the first time out taken by a coach as the Orange face 3rd down and 10. Handoff's not going to get it done. What do you like outside of that to threaten Washington State? And how much would you view this as 4-down territory?
Well, Fran Brown's not afraid to go on 4th down, so it's an opportunity right here. You've notched it over the 50. You get a few yards here, and it opens the playbook up a little bit for Jeff Nixon going on 4th down, especially with what we saw earlier in the punt game, right? Like, you're just in a situation now, can you really believe in punt protection the rest of the game? First one, swing and a miss. They came really close to it. And then they came down, they blocked it for a touchdown. So Syracuse, to me, right now in 2-down territory.
Third down and 10 at the 50. Possession that began back at the 6 off the interception by Elijah Clark. That might be a consideration that if you do punt, at least you have flipped the field, so it is not as though the interception went for naught. Slot left is Gadsden. McCord takes the snap, looks that way, throws over the middle for OG. They connect again at the 25 and then down to the 21-yard line. Very good play once more. Jamari Colson on the tackle, but Aronde Gadsden, so good in the clutch, has set up the Orange to the Washington State 22. First down, gain of 28.
Yeah, Kyle McCord decided to play this game. He's been popped 2 or 3 times. This time, stands in the pocket, able to deliver the strike. You've got a free-running tight end and Gadsden.
I think he loves football. It's part of it. Pena in motion, snap back to McCord, play fake, throw again. In the slant, it's caught by Gill with a man right on him, and Gill is ridden down at the 5-yard line. Goal to go on a pickup of 17. Gill's not known for that type of catch, Adam, and he had a man right on his hip. He juggled and reeled it in. Yeah, the other side.
Gill's more of that deep threat. You get him red line, you get him towards the sideline, you go one-on-one. This time we get to see another page from the playbook in order to deliver that strike to Gill.
Just below us, first down and goal for the Orange. Under center, McCord takes. He hands off to LeQuint at right tackle. He's tripped up as he picks up 3 to the 2-yard line off the right. LeQuint Allen already has the rushing touchdown in this game, plus a 2-point conversion. LeQuint so good in the stretch run of this season.
Yeah, LeQuint Allen right at 987 right now. A couple more touches throughout the game, and he'll eclipse that 1,000-yard mark on the season.
Game's tied at 21, 7:40 left on the running clock in the second. Quick snap, pitch to the right for LaQuint, a collision at the goal line. He stretches in for a touchdown, Orange. LaQuint Allen, so tough. You've seen it before. And he dances on the Cougar logo in the paint. That is number 16 on the year for LaQuint Allen. That's just in the ground game. Forget about the 3 receiving touchdowns he has as well.
Yeah, great job by Syracuse, able to come back. Now we've got Jackson Kennedy for the PAT.
The Prez to add to the Orange's first lead of the game. The kick is up and through to make it 28-21. This is after the blocked punt. The Orange have come back and scored twice. Honorable mention here for Cinco Clark with the interception and a ball thrown up for grabs down the middle of the field. We've played only 3/8 of the game. We still have 7.5 minutes to play in the first half. It's the Cuse 28 and Washington State 21. 94-yard scoring drive as we look at the Toyota drive summary. 2 minutes and 49 seconds. 8 plays to get her done. And once more, LaQuint Allen is the story. Among the most prolific scorers in all of college football this year. Tough yardage. He knows he's going to get a collision. It's exactly what happened there, but he wins the collisions. 28-21. Nationwide audience on Fox. I'm sure enjoying this one. Figures to be high scoring, and then literally a fireworks show they're very proud of here in San Diego coming up after the game. Kickoff's out of bounds. That's not a smart strategy by Jackson Kennedy. Gives Washington State a little bit of a boost.
The ball will be placed at the 35-yard line on the right hash.
So Washington State takes over, trailing now 28-21. Wonder if we might see their other quarterback, Jackson Potter, here at some point. Behind John Matier, very little action for both Eckhouse and Potter. Most of Eckhouse's work was in the first game of the year against Portland State. Potter played in only one game. Eckhouse again for this possession. 2 receivers left. Motion man Hernandez across the formation to the far side. Juvensky Schlenbaker is the back. Here's the snap and a fake. Looking downfield. Eckhouse sidearm delivery. Intercepted. Marlowe Wax at the 45-40. Wide of numbers 30 to the 25. Looking for more running room. And the former high school running back is knocked out of bounds on his second interception of the year. There is a penalty marker down. Washington State thinks this penalties against Syracuse. Could be, what, hands to the face, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, that's...
Personal foul. Hands to the face. Defense. Number 9. 15-yard penalty from the previous line of scrimmage. Automatic. First down.
Defensive tackle, Isaiah Hastings. So take that interception off the board. That would have been a game changer. Orange still lead by 7, but now first down on really what was not a great throw by Eckhouse. They get a first down out of it.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
And up to the 50, too, because they had the OB kickoff. They haven't done anything now, and they're at the 50-yard line. 28-21, Orange. Approaching 7 minutes remaining in the first half. Eckhouse now with Paulo Lessie to his right. 3 receivers left, 1 into the boundary. Lechner, the tight end, comes toward the formation. Snap back to Eckhouse, and whistles blow this play dead just as it starts. Penalty markers flying everywhere. For penalties this year, both teams poor.
Offense, number 70. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
Both these teams were good for about 60 penalty yards per game this season, which put them at 99th and 97th in the nation out of 130-some.
No, you could have picked anyone out there. It could have been Devin Kalani or Brock Dew. Both jumped on the snap.
First down 15 for Wazoo, moving left to right, trailing by 7. Eckhouse takes, he throws, it's caught by Williams. shake and bake, and Williams up the right sideline made a man miss to the 45 in Syracuse territory. A pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, Clarence Lewis is going to have his hand full the rest of the night.
Not quite a first down, I'm sorry, because of the penalty.
You look at Williams right now, it's been one-on-one. They know right now they like that matchup. They're going after Lewis with Williams in the pass game.
Lewis led the team in passes defended, averaged 1 per game. Williams motions to the far side. Eckhouse wanted to throw that way, hesitated now to a standing Hernandez, who is planted upon the catch. Absolutely pounded by Jaleel Martin. Another player who was not much of a factor during the regular season, showing out of the bowl.
Yeah, great job. He stays in the zone. They drop it. They drop that ball in. So they're running Williams. They want to fake that outside play. They've got somebody going deep, and then big catch.
Carlos Hernandez. The result of the play is a first down for Washington State at the Syracuse 40. Orange have 3 down linemen at the moment. Palolesi again the back. On first down, Eckhouse throws it right by him. Immediate tackle by Cinco, coming up on the catch by Josh Meredith. Meredith, one of the players who is transferring, but able to suit up for the Cougs one more time. Gain of 4 to the 36. He had a quote at the end of the season saying, "I bleed Cougar blood." He's going to bleed it somewhere else next year. Not many places he can go still named Cougars, so maybe he transfers to BYU or Houston. Pistol formation. Eckhouse takes the snap, offers to Palolesi along the right, well blocked, cuts back in the middle, inside the 30, down the hash mark right to the 27-yard line. Good run for Palolesi for a gain of 9. Officially the 28-yard line, still first down on the Palolesi run. Pistol formation, Eckhouse at quarterback. Washington State with 4:30 to play in the opening half has all 3 timeouts. Syracuse 2. And here the Orange barking their assignments defensively. Snap and a give to Palolesi off the right side. Made a man miss in the backfield. Got to the 30 along the numbers and down at the 26, not quite the 25-yard line. Injured player for the Cougs is...
time. Injured player, defense.
Yep, Marlo
Number
Wax.
8.
No, Justin Barron a second time, yeah. Yep, it is Barron. Second time the game has been stopped for JB. And they'll hang in here with him on the hands and knees, and the athletic training staff coming out to meet him at the 35-yard line for a moment. This game's seen a ton of scoring. 28-21 with the Orange in the lead, second quarter. 4:10 to play in the half. 45th career start for Justin Barron, as he is tended to for a moment. Plays so hard. Remember, he played with his hand in a club for a big part of last year. Looking over at the Syracuse huddle, some 40 players huddled up around the coaches. Fidel Diggs not in uniform tonight. Goes into maybe add a word. Dr. Tucker making his way across the field to keep an eye on Justin Barron, who's now on a knee. Barron is up and walking off the field on his own power. Athletic trainer Brandon Hall has his helmet. Barron is kind of talking to the officials, and Jerry McGinn ran over to grab Fran Brown on the perimeter of that huddle over there, and I wonder if there's some talk about some funny business or something after the whistle that Barron has been a victim of.
Yeah, I mean, Fran will let you know.
He will. He will.
That he will.
An emotional dude, and you don't often have to wonder where you stand with him or what he's thinking or anything like that.
Well, the good thing is the athletic trainer had Justin Barron's helmet walking off to the sideline. They've given it to him back.
That's a
as
good
he's
sign.
sitting on the bench, so it's a good sign. It looked as though as Barron came off the field, he was chirping, saying he was getting face masks.
Second down, 7. Motion man out of the backfield as Eckhouse draws a knee-high snap. Throwing to the end zone, 1-on-3. Incomplete. Did not put enough air underneath that. Carlos Hernandez was the target. The right idea for Washington State is Hernandez had broken into the clear but could not get underneath it. Sophomore from Alhambra, California, has been used more over the middle than on the flanks here. That one was relatively well covered as well by the Orange as Washington State kicker Dean Janikowski poises for what could be a field goal attempt. A little less than 4 minutes to go in the second.
Find number 2.
Schlenbaker back in at the running back spot. Hernandez motions across the formation. 3 receivers left now with Meredith to the right. Play clock at 1. Eckhouse just gets it off, or did he? And timeout taken by Washington State to avoid a hairy situation there at the end of the play clock.
Be a 30-second charge timeout.
So that comes at 3:53 remaining in the second. Pete Caligas is the interim head coach at Washington State. Strength coach background. Adam, he also has a similar background to you. He was an outstanding shot putter.
Oh, wow.
Almost Olympic caliber. He was an All-American in college at Washington, was a starting guard on the Huskies' 1991 national championship team. But then as far as putting shot is concerned, he won the Olympic trials in 1995, was not on the team in the Olympic year in 96.
Well, it's pretty impressive. Throw things far.
Yeah.
Heavy.
Got to be fun if you're able to do it. Third down, 7. Paul Lalasi to the right of the quarterback, Eckhouse, who takes swing pass to the right. Caught there by Hernandez in traffic. He is popped at the 20 by Greg Delane first, and then Deuce Chestnut. Oh, catch made great at the 20, shy of the line to gain.
Yeah, great job by Deuce Chestnut playing safety, able to drive.
They're going
on
for
that
it here.
spot route.
Yeah, 4th and a little more than a yard. They're going to go. 28-21, the Orange have the lead. Big play here, 3:26 to go. First half. Meredith in motion to the far side with Lecter, the tight end. One receiver, Hernandez to the right. Eckhouse takes, he runs it himself. Up the middle, the Orange may have stuffed it. They had that one crowded. Still never got Eckhouse to the ground. In fact, they just sort of caught him. Cinco held him up in the air like Lion King and just pushed him back behind the line. Good surge. There's no way he got the first down.
Short of the line to gain. 1st and 10. Syracuse.
Great stop on 4th down. Best defensive play of the game there for the Cuse. As they plug up the middle on the quarterback run, they've still got the lead, 28-21. Now an important possession, taking over at their own 20-yard line with 2 timeouts. Plenty of time here, 3:08 to play in the half. See if they can extend what's already a 7-point lead.
Yeah, big series right now for Kyle McCord. He's encroaching on history right now. 268's the number for the ACC single
coming up
season passing.
200 for the half.
Yeah, 194 right now. He's got 74 left.
McCord takes a high snap on first down. Gives to LaQuint running at left guard, then back into the middle over the 25 and stopped there by Washington State's Cyrus Webster. McCord is already in the top 10 in career passing yards at Syracuse just on the strength of this one season.
Yeah.
Today he's passed Matt Ryan of Boston College, Phillip Rivers of NC State, Brennan Armstrong of Virginia. 2 of those guys are maybe Pro Football Hall of Famers. Next up, Deshaun Watson, and he'll be the all-time leading passer in ACC history in a single season. Deep handoff here to LaQuint to the right. Well blocked by Gadsden, who pushes his man to the perimeter on the right. And off the right side, first down run by LaQuint Allen.
And on that rush, it should put him over 1,000 yards on the season.
Yep, over 100 in this game. We're right near there. And another 1,000-yard rushing season for LaQuint. quite a list of people that have had multiple 1,000-yard rushing seasons for Syracuse. Whistles here before the next play.
That's a 2-minute timeout.
Taking us right to that 2-minute timeout. Give it a chance for us to check the milestones. We'll have them for you when we come back. 28-21. The Orange have the lead here on the move again in the closing moments of the first half. Syracuse by 7 in the Holiday Bowl against Washington State on the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
Get your dream Honda during Happy Honda Days with a CR-V hybrid, Accord hybrid, Civic hybrid, or the all-electric Prologue. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 2.9% APR on a 2025 Honda Accord hybrid, a 4.9% APR on a 2025 Civic hybrid, a 3.9% APR on a 2025 CR-V hybrid, and a 0.9% APR on a 2024 Prologue.
Brought to you by your local upstate Honda dealers, proud partner of Syracuse Athletics.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
At SRC, you can engineer the life you want for you, your family, and your community. Your work will have purpose, helping to save lives and keeping America and its allies safe and strong. Receive great benefits like 4 weeks paid time off, 10% employer contribution towards retirement, and 100% tuition support. SRC is actively hiring mid and senior level engineers in digital, software, systems, and test. Apply now at srcinc.com/radio. SRC is an official partner of Syracuse Athletics.
A defensive stop, then a couple of runs into a milestone. We'll call it taking care of business for our friends at Mooney Marketing Group. The Orange stuffed the quarterback run for Washington State, turned over the Cougs on downs, and then back-to-back plays to start this possession have given it to LaQuint Allen. 13 yards total on those two plays. For the day now, he's at 13 carries and 101 yards. He's averaging 7.8 yards per carry, and LaQuint Allen is just over 1,000 rushing yards for the season. Also has his 11th career 100-yard rushing game, which ties him with all-time greats Jim Brown and Ernie Davis. Also, DeLon Carter, who had a very good career in his own right. The Orange have been taking care of business, just like our friends at Mooney Marketing Group. They can help you manage your marketing while you focus on your business. Learn more at MooneyMarketingGroup.com. 2-minute timeout of this opening half. Cuse in the lead 28-21 against Washington State. 2 timeouts for the Orange to use if desired. Coming up at halftime, Dave Pulaski will join Tim and Adam to keep you company. 25-minute halftime in bowl games, Adam, just so you're aware.
Lovely.
Yep, just so you're aware. Looks like the Washington State band is getting ready into position. Syracuse band on the other side the same, and they'll have time for both at the break here at Snapdragon Stadium. Important drive here to see if the Orange can close. See they close this half with points. And the snap to Kyle McCord. Play resuming with another give to Trevor Pena. There's been a nice element in the run game, streaking across the formation to the left. Pena 3 carries in the game, closing in on 40 rushing yards for Trevor. So just that speed, getting him into open space, it's been a factor. This time a gain of 4 up to the 37. Back to throw is McCord, rolling right with time. One man pursuing him, escapes to the right at the 40. Has running room across the 50-yard line. Still untouched with Jackson Meeks blocking in front and then stepping out of bounds to the Washington State 46. Good run there for a gain of 17 on the run by Kyle McCord. His longest rush of the year, 29 yards. This time 17 as the Cougs kind of rallied late to that.
Yeah, great pass protection up front. A guy like Savion Washington came in. A lot of high hopes at the beginning of the season. Kind of worked through it, right? Had some great games, but at the end of the season right now, he's playing his best football. He's been recognized as ACC offensive lineman a couple times, and on that play, a pancake.
Allen, the single setback. And McCord to throw. Pressure from the right. Just made a man miss by a little mini step and then brought down by Cyrus Webster. That could have been a lot worse. There was a missile coming in on McCord. He just gave a little shimmy to avoid being hit. And the Orange called timeout to save a little clock here at the end of the half with 1:16 remaining in the period.
And for Kyle, the offensive line picks it up. He's just got to deliver a strike when he starts to see that. So, or I'm wrong.
Sack back to the 50.
Actually, I'm wrong because Dale Williams met the offensive line about the hash. They have to slide one more in order for Kyle to make that throw.
Yeah, that looked like a breakdown because there was really no resistance as Kyle was in trouble. This, by Kyle McCord's standards, is maybe average at best, but he's still going to wind up with 200 passing yards in the first half. He's 12 of 20 for 198 right now.
He's gonna
throw 2 touchdowns.
He's gonna get a little bit more than that. 198 right now. I'd love to see him throw one down the field and make a big play.
28-21 Orange. 1:16 to go in the opening half. One timeout remaining. McCord in the gun. Allen to his right. High snap back. Kyle to throw. Steps up. Throws a little shot put of his own to Max Mang, who is folded to the turf at the 45-yard line. So the clock will continue to run. Minimal gain there. Orange have time. Now exactly 1 minute remaining in the half. They get back on side. Same formation. Washington State crowds the line of scrimmage, and now
get it to Meeks.
McCord checks the sideline. Meeks he's one-on-one on the near side with Colson.
Come on
instead
now.
of Hall before. One-on-one near side. Into the boundary. McCord taking his time changing the play here. Play clock at 10. Snap is back. Looking left for Meeks. Throwing left. Little push off. Oh, he almost caught it. There's a flag down. And they may get PI here.
They got it.
It could be pass interference on either side, to be fair. But that's one of the reasons you throw to Meeks. Good things have been happening throughout the day. And it is DPI signaled originally to Jerry McGinn.
Pass interference. Defense, number 29. Penalties decline. The result of the play, first down.
So to give him the cat, I didn't think he necessarily caught it, but it was a first down for Jackson Meeks.
And one of the things that you could hear off of the officials' mics was Jackson Meeks going back to Kyle McCord and says, I got him.
Yeah.
Right? So I wouldn't be surprised they go back to the well.
Talk about that red line, Adam. He's at that kind of top of the numbers right now. And then as they
don't
talk
like
about
that.
taking by the Orange here, they brought LaQuinn Allen out to the near side. What'd you see?
Yeah, so they're playing this cat and mouse game. They bring LaQuinn Allen, and now Colson has to slide, and you've got Meeks on the safety, one-on-one Moku, and that one's a touchdown. So he runs a post on that. It's all over.
So Washington State called timeout to avoid a sticky formation that they didn't care for with 27 seconds on the clock.
Reception. Washington State is elected to challenge the call.
Yeah, I wasn't sure Meeks caught it in the first place. If it's an incomplete pass, they still get the penalty, which is roughly the same. Yeah. So they'll take a look at that.
Just adding on the halftime right now.
Right. So you and the family got to enjoy a little of the West, right? On this,
yeah, we're doing a little bit of, Kyle McCord came into the game looking a little bit Steinbrenner-esque, but he had the nice suit coat on with the turtleneck. But to me, that's a little bit cousin Ed. So the Terry family is doing a little bit of the Griswold family West Coast trip. So we're a little bit of Phoenix. Brother-in-law, a little bit of Christmas action on Christmas Day. We ventured out yesterday, arrived here at about noon, spending a few days here, going through the old stomping grounds. Vegas, Grand Canyon, Sedona, Phoenix, back to Rochester.
You're the last true family man, Clark.
Hey, I just don't have the station wagon.
Put Grandma on top. You're ready to roll with that. We're taking quite a look at a play that's, unless I'm missing something, not of great consequence here, right? Yeah. If it's incomplete, if anything, the clock situation, we're talking about negligible
And to further
difference.
review, It is an incomplete pass. Washington State will retain the challenge. However, there still will be a pass interference against the defense, number 29. Be 15-yard penalty from the previous line of scrimmage, automatic first down.
Yeah, so we're talking about just a matter of a yard or two. I guess 5 total. The previous play was at the 45. This will move it to the 30 instead of the 25.
I mean, that's kind of like, I get it, but I don't get it.
Blue on black, you're saying?
Yeah, well, no, I mean, just, is Rusty still in the Navy,
It's a beaut, Clark. Set it up at the 30. First down 10. Left hash at the 30. And Kyle McCord and company just back up. It's still first and 10, though.
Clock operator, please put the clock at 32 seconds. 3-2. Thank you. The clock will start on the snap.
It was not a timeout in that situation for Washington State. They, in essence, got a timeout. They got out of that formation they didn't like by calling for the challenge of the Meeks catch, and in this case, no catch. Justice Ross Simmons on the field, maybe for the first time, all the way to the outside right. Snap is back to McCord, looks that way, comes back to left, flush back with a flag flying, rolling out right, McCord, hit on the release, and he dumps it into the sideline on the right. Penalty marker would suggest holding against the Orange, which would be 10 yards in the wrong direction.
Personal foul, hands to the face. Defense, number 20. 15-yard penalty from the previous line of scrimmage, automatic first down.
So that moves the Orange 15 to the good and down to the 15-yard line. What has been a very lengthy first half, 23 seconds to go. Opening half action. First down, 10 for the Cuse, the Washington State 15, with the Orange already leading by 7 at the moment. 28-21, in field goal range for sure. 3 receivers right. Meeks into the boundary again against Colson. The Orange like that matchup. Allen is the back. There's the clap and the snap back to McCord. Giving ground. Screen pass LeQuint. Outside the numbers. The 10 steps out of a tackle. To the 8. To the 5. And lunging. He might stop him at the 5-yard line. Gain of 10 on that for
timeout.
LeQuint on the reception. And the Orange do call timeout to stop the clock here at 7 seconds remaining in the half. It's their last timeout. 007.
Yikes.
Timeout, Syracuse. That's her final charge. Timeout of the half. 30-second timeout.
Throw it one time here to the end zone, and then if nothing materializes, maybe
clock
kick.
operator, please put 12 seconds.
Yeah, I was about to say.
On the game clock.
Yeah. 12 seconds, so that's a nice bonus there. You got more than one play then.
Yeah, isolate somebody on the outside, throw a fade, and then come back if you don't score that. Let Jackson Kennedy kick one through.
LeQuint Allen's had a tremendous opening half. He has touchdowns of 12 and 3 yards. Trevor Pena, 19-yard catch. Oronde Gadsden, 18. As Kyle McCord has thrown for 212 in those 2 scores. LeQuint Allen has run for 101 yards and 2 touchdowns. Has also caught 2 passes for 11 yards. I like Gadsden here, right?
The run on the field is a first down.
Sure.
First and goal.
Okay. Yeah. First and goal. So you got the full complement of talents. You might not have time to execute all of them. No timeouts. So here, I mean, to me, don't you try to post up Gadsden and it's him or nobody? Something like that?
Yeah, it's either quick slant, cross face, or you're going to let one of your bigger body guys.
And the game clock should be at 17. 1-7.
5 more seconds out of nowhere. 17.
Please reset the game.
You get a car. You get a car. You get a car.
We got all kinds of time here. So time's not really an issue either. Double tight ends in the game, Mang and Clement. Tight formation here, and Washington State calls timeout to talk it over as the Orange win something
second of the half.
there.
It'll be a 30-second charge timeout.
That's Syracuse bringing in 3 tight ends. You've got Clement, Mang, Gadsden. Gadsden lined up right behind the left guard, catching Washington State off guard. They called a timeout. I wouldn't be surprised if Syracuse comes back out with a smaller package and throw the football. Nope, I lied.
Personnel looks the same, Adam. Mang, Clement, and Pena, Gadsden all in the game. So is Pena and LaQuinn Allen. Those are the eligibles. So they do the same thing the other side. All 3 tight ends to the right. Now they come to the left as Pena steps off the line. McCord calls for the ball. He's got it. Fakes the shovel to LaQuinn. Throws to the end zone. Caught by Gadsden. That was a gem. It's a beaut, Clark. And the Orange extend their lead. Wow. McCord throwing a dime for his 3rd of the first half. Gadsden's 2nd touchdown catch of the first. That was pretty.
That's a great play design. Even better throw by Kyle McCord. Able to lace that ball right in front of the face of Tyson Durant. The safety trying to close on Gadsden.
McCord with career touchdown pass number 32 at Syracuse. Closing in on 60 for his career overall, counting his time at Ohio State. Extra point good by Kennedy. Officially a 5-yard touchdown pass. And this, that punt, Adam, could have turned things around. And it's been anything but. As the Orange at the moment have a 35-21 lead. Washington State scored with 1:23 to go in the opening quarter. Then again a minute later because of the punt block touchdown. And they haven't scored at all in the second. As the Orange have the 3 touchdowns plus the Elijah Clark interception.
No, Syracuse offense has kind of started to take this game over. And, the one person that Fran Brown always says, Kyle McCord, but it's Little League Kyle out there right now. He's running around the field, making plays, scrambling, delivering the ball.
Ground ball kickoff here is taken on the return of the 20 over the 30 to the 32-yard line. Decent drive start for Washington State. They've got 1 timeout and just 8 seconds left in the half. Toyota drive summary, and that last one, 8 plays, 80 yards in 2:55. Brought to you as always by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. Zevi Eckhouse, the quarterback, 13 of 15, 176 yards, has played admirably for Washington State, but they're going to take a knee here on the final seconds of the half. Tell me your interim head coach is the defensive tackle coach without telling me he's the defensive tackle coach. On Eckhouse, they fake it. Now they're going to run to the left out of the victory formation. They got a little shenanigans going here with Tony Freeman running to the far side. So they almost got the last lap, but the Orange do track it down.
That's the end of the first half.
Far side at the 40. So we spoke a little too soon on that, but the Orange do go into the break with a 14-point lead, 35-21. Good second quarter for the Cuse. Sees them outscore Washington State 21-0. Time now for our AmeriQ halftime report. Back in the studio, Dave Pulaski along with Tim Leonard and Adam here. We've got plenty of time before the start of the second half. Remember, Washington State will receive the second half opening kickoff. Through 30 minutes, it's the Cuse 35, Washington State 21. All of the Orange Stars have shown out here in the bowl. Kyle McCord, LaQuinn Allen, Aronde Gadsden, Trevor Pena, they've been great. And the Orange lead by 2 touchdowns at the break. This is the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
I love being part of AmeriQ Credit Union, where I share my dreams, my goals, and my challenges with those who know me best, where I stay connected no matter where my life takes me. and financial solutions are designed with my best interest in mind. Create a meaningful connection. Visit Americu.org to learn more and open an account today. Americu and you. Let's connect. Membership eligibility required. Insured by NCUA.
Hey fans, this is Wayne Cook, co-host of College Sports Now. We're breaking down all the action from around the country every week during the football season. We'll look beyond the box score and keep our finger on the pulse of college football from September all the way to the national championship game in January. Listen all season long on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you'd love to get your podcasts. And be sure to follow along on Twitter at CSNowTweets.
We bleed orange. This is the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
At SRC, you can engineer the life you want for you, your family, and your community. Your work will have purpose, helping to save lives and keeping America and its allies safe and strong. Receive great benefits like 4 weeks paid time off, 10% employer contribution towards retirement, and 100% tuition support. SRC is actively hiring mid and senior level engineers in digital, software, systems, and test. Apply now at srcinc.com/radio. SRC is an official partner of Syracuse Athletics.
Aw, shucks. The game's on TV, but I can't listen to the call of my favorite team broadcasters.
Never fear, Sync My Game is here.
Sync My Game?
Yes, Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with the TV.
Wow, thank you, Mr.
Just remember, syncmygame.com. 30 minutes are in the books. Welcome to Americu at the Half. Create your meaningful connection with Americu Credit Union. Americu has everything you need online, in person, and everywhere in between. Join us today at Americu.org. Americu and you. Let's connect.
Halftime at the DirecTV Holiday Bowl and a high-scoring shootout so far as Syracuse leads Washington State 35-21. Dave Pulaski inside the Learfield Network studios. A couple of records going down in the first half. Tim Leonard and Adam Teller will tell you about that in just a little bit. But first, let's get you caught up on the ACC and the Top 25 Bowl scoreboard. A couple of other games that are going on today on this final Friday of 2024. And, of course, many more bowl games still to come over the weekend and during the next week as we move deeper into the college football playoff. Right now in the Liberty Bowl in Memphis, Arkansas, going up against Texas Tech, old Southwest Conference rivals renewing acquaintances, and Arkansas jumping out to the early first half lead. They withstood a second half surge from Texas Tech, then regained control in the third quarter.
Kalen's in the gun. They're going to throw this thing again. Green down the middle, wide open. Reed to the 30, 20, 10, outside at the 5, touchdown Arkansas. Tyrell Reed, 47 yards out of the backfield from his quarterback. Second touchdown of the season for Tyrell Reed.
That's Chuck Barrett from Learfield. Right now, Arkansas up 36-19. We've had a couple of safeties in this game. Texas Tech had a safety in the second quarter. Arkansas just recorded one a little while ago earlier in the fourth quarter. Right now, 13:21 to go in Memphis. It's Arkansas up 36-19 over Texas Tech. First time that these two teams have ever met in a postseason matchup. Razorbacks are 29-8 all-time against the Red Raiders. Meanwhile, earlier today in the Armed Forces Bowl in Fort Worth, Texas, Navy overcomes a 14-0 first quarter deficit to Oklahoma, and they top the Sooners 21-20. Blake Horvath with 155 rushing yards and a pair of touchdowns as the midshipmen get to 10 wins this season. Also earlier today in the Birmingham Bowl, Vanderbilt in the bowls for the first time since 2018, trying to get their first bowl win in over a decade.
Alexander in the backfield. Pavia throws right. Caught. Touchdown. It's Stowers. A 3-yard touchdown strike. The second TD passing of the day for Diego Pavia, and Vanderbilt adds 6 to lead 20-13.
That's Andrew Allegretta from Learfield. Pavia would finish with 3 touchdown passes on the day, and the SEC Newcomer of the Year starring for the Vanderbilt Commodores as they defeat Georgia Tech 35-27 in the Birmingham Bowl. For the ACC, they are still winless in the postseason, currently 0-5. It's up to the Qs to try and break that schneid. 13 Atlantic Coast Conference teams into the postseason this year, as Vanderbilt tops Georgia Tech 35-27 in the Birmingham Bowl, both teams at 7-6 on the year. There is still one bowl game yet to kick off. That is at Allegiant Stadium, the Las Vegas Bowl between USC and Texas A&M, a couple of blue blood college football programs. USC making their 58th bowl appearance. They have the third most bowl wins in college football history, 36 of them, behind only Alabama and Georgia. Crimson Tide with 45, the Bulldogs with 38, and USC with their new quarterback, Jaden Maeva. He took over the starting role late in the season, tossed 7 touchdown passes in 3 games as a starter, as he helped lift the Trojans to a 2-1 mark during those final 3 games and got them to bowl eligibility. Meanwhile, Texas A&M, after starting out the season 7-1, they dropped 3 of their final 4 games, including a 17-7 setback against number 3 Texas in the regular season finale. A&M making their 44th bowl appearance, their first time in the Las Vegas Bowl. Looking ahead at the other ACC bowl games coming up, it'll be tomorrow. It'll between North Carolina and UConn in the Fenway Bowl. Carolina, a roller coaster ride for them this season. Started out 3-0, lost 4 straight, then won 3 in a row, dropped their final 2 games. Mac Brown was fired. Bill Belichick hired as the head coach. Bill be Freddie Kitchens as the interim head coach for the bowl game. Reports indicating that Belichick will not be in attendance at Fenway Park, as he doesn't want to be a distraction for that game. Carolina will be without leading rusher Omarion Hampton, who declared for the NFL draft, second in the nation behind Ashton Genty of Boise State with 1,660 rushing yards on the season. Meanwhile, in the Pinstripe Bowl at Yankee Stadium, Boston College matching up with Nebraska for the first time ever. BC winning 3 of their final 4 regular season games under first-year head coach Bill O'Brien, and O'Brien checks out the Cornhusker defense.
Very tough. Their defense against our offense, very good up front, very good in the back end relative to disguises and things like that. So it's going to be a big challenge for us offensively. And then their offense obviously starts with Raiola. He's really good. He's got a lot of Mahomes-type qualities. I'm not saying he's Patrick Mahomes, but he's very, very good. He's an instinctive player. He can run. They've got a very big offensive line. They've got good tight ends, good wide receivers. So it'll be a big challenge for us. But again, we're very excited about the opportunity to be able to go play these guys.
Nebraska in a bowl game for the first time since 2016, their 54th all-time bowl appearance. Their first ever bowl win occurred at Old Yankee Stadium, the old version of Old Yankee Stadium, in the 1962 Gotham Bowl, topping Miami 36-34. Also going on in ACC postseason play, the Pop-Tarts Bowl between number 13 Miami and number 18 Iowa State. That'll be a 3:30 kickoff. Miami will have Cam Ward reportedly play in that bowl game. Finished 4th in the Heisman voting. He was second behind Kyle McCord in passing yards with just over 4,100 on the season. In the Military Bowl, NC State and East Carolina will go at it from Annapolis, Maryland, as NC State won their regular season finale at Carolina 35-30 to become bowl eligible for the 10th time in the last 11 years. In the Sun Bowl in El Paso, Louisville and Washington will go head-to-head. Huskies coming off of their national championship game appearance last year, now under new head coach Jed Fish. Kalen DeBoer, of course, going to Alabama. Huskies making their 3rd straight bowl appearance. Louisville won 4 of their final 5 regular season games. The only loss was when they were tripped up inexplicably at Stanford on November 16th. In the Gator Bowl, Duke and number 14 Ole Miss. The Blue Devils on a 3-game winning streak to close the regular season. They're appearing in a 3rd straight bowl game, their longest stretch since they were in 4 bowls in a row between 2012 and 2015. Ole Miss, 4 of their final 5 regular season games were winners. All 3 of their losses this season were by 7 points or less, as they were held out of the college football playoff. Rounding out the ACC schedule, Virginia Tech and Minnesota in the Duke's Mayo Bowl in Charlotte. First ever meeting between the Golden Gophers and the Hokies. Virginia Tech got to bowl eligibility with a 37-17 win over rival Virginia in the regular season finale, now making their 30th bowl appearance in the last 32 years. First time they've appeared in the Charlotte Bowl game since it was called the Belk Bowl back in 2019, which they lost 37-30 against Kentucky. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification as you're listening to the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield. Coming up after the timeout, we will have our cross-country coverage as Tim Leonard and Adam Terry will join you, one in Syracuse, one in San Diego. The weather just a little bit different between the two sides as Tim and Adam will go through your first half analysis. Syracuse leading Washington State 35-21 at Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego. The DirecTV Holiday Bowl, Syracuse trying to notch a bowl win and their 10th victory this season. More coming up as you're listening to the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. Sirius XM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On ACC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, coaches' shows, and more. So cheer along on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of Sirius XM free. Subscribe now. See all for details at SiriusXM.com/ACC Sports.
What can a credit union do for you? Sure, it's a place to keep your money and a place to get some when you need it. But what can Visions do for you? Visions can help in your life and in your community. We offer donations to fund good works, employee volunteers who pay it forward, and sponsorships that support community events. Because Visions cares where you bank can help you and your community. Find out more at visionsfcu.org. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
Where the number 44 carries on. This is the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
Syracuse fans, if you've been in a minor fender bender or major collision with your vehicle, Tony Rotella Body Shop is your best choice for collision repair. Family owned and operated, servicing Central New York for over 35 years, Tony Rotella's Body Shop's trained and certified technicians utilize a state-of-the-art 11,000 square foot facility with top equipment to tackle any collision repair, big or small. Tony Rotella's Body Shop offers free estimates and loaner cars, providing top-notch customer service when you need it the most. Check us out at www.tonyrotella.com.
New York's most awarded 4-season resort is a proud sponsor of Syracuse University and honored to be the official resort of the 'Cuse Athletics Fund. Escape to our luxurious accommodations, championship golf courses, nationally acclaimed spas, and so much more. Whether you're a golf lover, enjoying headline entertainment, or savoring our innovative cuisine, you'll find more ways to play and more reasons to get away at Turning Stone, official resort of the 'Cuse Athletics Fund.
Halftime at the DirecTV Holiday Bowl, and it was quite the first half. A lot going on there as the Orange do lead by 14. 2-touchdown lead after scoring all 3 of the touchdowns in the second quarter. Syracuse won the second quarter 21-0. They take a 35-21 lead. Very high-scoring game out in San Diego. Tim Leonard and Adam Terry here on our halftime report, brought to you by AmeriQ. So Kyle McCord, 218 passing yards, Adam. That's 50 shy of the ACC single-season record. Has already moved into second. 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. 2 of them went to Oronde Gadsden. Trevor Pena caught the first touchdown, and the Orange also doing it on the ground. The offense, kind of as expected, has been moving the ball at will with the exception of a couple drives, and Kyle just looks like Kyle. A lot of those back shoulder throws have been available so far in this first half.
Yeah, it's been started off slow. You know, we go back and forth, but Kyle McCord is kind of taking the reins on this game right now. LaQuinn Allen is the one that flipped the momentum. He was running extremely hard, but, you know, the mismatches that Syracuse has right now are bigger-bodied wide receivers on the corners of Hall and Colson for Washington State. So, I don't see anything really stopping what they're doing right now. You know, you're up 35-21, and at a certain point, you continue with the game plan that you have. But I'd like to see all of the Syracuse guys hit their numbers and then come out unscathed and healthy. And then I want to see the future. You know, what are some of these guys that are a little bit deeper on the depth chart? What do they look like? So we've started to see that a little bit on the defensive side of the football. Hopefully we can see that on the offensive side.
Yeah, secondary is the area where the Orange have gone deeper. Jalil Martin got the start at the cornerback position. Also have seen some of Emid McDaniels, who has not played a ton this year. Raheem Long has been out there. Davian Kerr, we've seen a lot towards the second half of the season. So the Orange down a couple players to the portal in the secondary. Have seen a little bit of different rotations there, but I would expect if the game continues like this, if Syracuse can add to a 14-point lead, maybe we will see more of those younger players work their way in. A couple other guys that are kind of looking to kind of hit their number. You got Jackson Meeks at 54 receiving yards. He needs 89 in the game to get to 1,000. Trevor Pena would have to have a monster half of about 100 receiving yards to get to 1,000 in the season. Aronde Gadsden needs basically to just duplicate the first half. He needed 140 going into the game, got 74 in the first half to get to 1,000. And then LaQuint Allen, we talked about in the Karma Sauce hot take, but LaQuint has already gotten to 1,000 yards rushing, which is pretty remarkable. I mean, we've talked so much about the passing game this year, and here's Syracuse with another 1,000-yard rusher. LaQuint has done it in back-to-back years. Sean Tucker did it in back-to-back years before that. So there's probably very few teams that have had 4 straight 1,000-yard rushing seasons, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, and he's looked good throughout this game. You know, on the year right now, averaging 4.3 per carry. Tonight, averaging 7.8. He's been the catalyst for change. He's been that guy that runs behind his pad. You can hear him run. And there are some times where, you know, you're like, oh, he's an explosive guy once he gets out into the open. But tonight he's been running behind his pads and really swayed the momentum at a time for Syracuse.
Washington State not known for having a good rushing defense coming into the game. Their big guy has been Kyle Williams, 5 catches, 125 yards. But the Cougars did not score in the second quarter. The Orange have scored 21 unanswered to take a 2-touchdown lead at halftime. 35-21, Syracuse on top of Washington State in the DirecTV Holiday Bowl from San Diego. The Cuse looking for a 10th win this year in year 1 of the Fran Brown era. More coming up on our AmeriQ halftime report after this on the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
Our team at Hale Transportation congratulates Coach Brown and the Syracuse football team on a great season. Like the Syracuse football team, Hale Transportation is a winner providing exceptional service dedicated to meeting and exceeding your needs. We strive to make your ride as comfortable as possible with safe, courteous, professional motor coach operators who will get you to your destination on time and in style. Check us out online at haletransportationgroup.com. Good luck to the Syracuse football team in the Holiday Bowl.
Superior Stroke Care. It's about time. At Krause's Comprehensive Stroke Center, it's about delivering care faster. It's about our EMS partners who quickly assess your condition and communicate with our specialists. It's about neurologists, supported by a dedicated team, and board-certified fellowship-trained neurosurgeons using the most progressive stroke rescue technology. It's about taking action quickly, because when you're having a stroke, every moment matters. When it's about time, say, take me to Krause.
The Orange live here. This is the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
Matt was 57 when he was diagnosed with stage 4 prostate cancer. He'd seen his doctor every year. Why wasn't it caught sooner? Matt and his wife called the Porter Law Group looking for answers. Our medical experts discovered Matt's doctors failed to order simple screening tests that would have diagnosed his cancer a year earlier when he could have been cured. Matt's case settled before trial for $3.2 million. If you were denied a cure because of a doctor's failure to make a timely diagnosis, call 833-888-LATE.
Aw, shucks. The game's on TV, but I can't listen to the call of my favorite team broadcasters.
Never fear. Sync My Game is here.
Sync My Game?
Yes, Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with the TV.
Wow, thank you, Mr.
Just remember, syncmygame.com.
AmeriQ halftime report. Tim Leonard and Adam Terry as we continue to look through the stat sheet here. The Orange leading Washington State 35-21, a long, high-scoring first half. Kyle McCord is 50 yards shy of that ACC single-season passing yards record. 218 of the 268 he needs came in the first half. McCord also 3 TDs. He's got 32 in his career, which ties him for 32 in his season here with Syracuse. That ties him for the entire career of Troy Nunes. Tied for 7th, Adam, in program history in career passing touchdowns. And the guy's played 12 and a half games. These numbers, it just gets crazier every time you look at it, what Kyle has done in one season here.
Well, I find it very impressive, but then you also have to look at the coordinator, Jeff Nixon.
Yeah.
Basically giving, not free reign, but allowing Kyle McCord to do what he does. And, people say that all the time and, let him cook or whatever. But, when it comes down to it, you've given him the reins in order to throw the football down the field. And in times, you look at the Pittsburgh game, kind of the only blemish, in times has given some stuff up, but 95, 97% of the rest of the time, he's just been dynamic and electric. So, love to have him back another year. I think there's been that conversation of appealing, but also too with a year like this stacked up against what his stats were with Ohio State. Does he need it? Right.
Yeah.
So, we selfishly. We'd love to call games with Kyle McCord just because he's a dynamic player, but also, too, for his career, have him the ability to go into the NFL, opposed to what most quarterbacks are doing right now, and those are staying in because you can probably make more money your senior year of college than you can your rookie year in the NFL.
Yeah, it's kind of trending towards what we've seen in basketball where, Armando Bacot, guys like that are coming back. Quinn Ewers is an example of a player that's going to come back. And actually, the more that guys come back, maybe that makes Kyle's draft pick go up, hypothetically. But we will see if this is his last game in Orange. Regardless, it has been an unbelievable season to this point for Kyle McCord. LaQuinn Allen as well. He's now got 19 rushing TDs on the year. Only Walter Reyes has had more rushing TDs in a single season. That was 20 in 2003. Or actually, LaQuinn's had 17. Reyes had 20 in 2003, 17 in 2002. So still just one player ahead of LaQuinn in rushing TDs in a Syracuse season. So a lot of stats and records being shattered here. The Orange at the half, leading by 2 touchdowns. We'll start the second half as we return on the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey Orange fans, Pathfinder Bank is now in East Syracuse. For 165 years, we've been Central New York's trusted local bank, and just like the Syracuse Orange, we're proud to call this community home. With 12 full-service locations, including our newest in East Syracuse, Pathfinder Bank is ready to team up with personalized banking solutions for both your business and personal needs. Visit PathfinderBank.com to learn more. And as always, go Orange. Pathfinder Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
A true teammate takes on every day with a winner's attitude, gets up when they fall down, and leaves it all on the field. There's a group of teammates who do all these things every single day. But they're more than your typical athlete. They're kids dealing with unthinkable medical circumstances. Team Impact matches children facing serious illness or disability with college sports teams, creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Help us get all kids in the game. Visit teamimpact.org. Team Impact. All in, all together.
With the enhanced engine performance and fuel economy of newly reformulated Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, you're good to go. But good to go where? Exotic bird shopping? To your Tuesday night bowling league?
Woo, that's a turkeys.
Good to go try your luck at bingo.
G32.
Good to go to a lumberjack competition.
I'm going to move my car.
New top-tier Tri-Clean gas from Citgo. The most advanced fuel we've ever made. Now you're good to go.
You don't choose to get hurt at work, but you can choose the workers' comp attorneys at Connors and Ferris to fight for your money and medical benefits you deserve.
With over 20 years of industry experience, we will give your case our undivided attention so that you and your family can focus on your recovery.
So call Connors and Ferris, the workers' comp attorneys dedicated to fighting for injured workers' rights.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Syracuse University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of Syracuse University and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by Syracuse University.
All right, away we go from Snapdragon Stadium. Start of the second half is just moments away. Great setting out here as the Orange have come west for the third time. And in Southern California, where there's a vibrant alumni base and folks that live out this way don't get to see Syracuse play in person very often. None other than Donovan McNabb in the booth to our left. Great to see him, and George Hicker and many others that come to show their support. Syracuse leads at the break 35-21, and will kick off to begin this second half. The milestone watch still very much in effect as Kyle McCord and LaQuinn Allen in particular climb the all-time record lists at Syracuse. And the ball's teed up for Jackson Kennedy to boot it away. Leighton Smithson stands at the goal line just to our left and below us. From our Nye Auto broadcast booth here at Snapdragon Stadium, the kick is away. Smithson lets it go. It's a touchback to begin the third quarter. Well, Adam, a 25-minute halftime. It's like the Super Bowl there. A little longer break. Both bands got out and did their thing. And now the teams search for some kind of momentum, and the Orange really had it in that second quarter.
Yeah, the fireworks display at halftime was fantastic, but that was Kyle McCord in the first half of the game, and now the defense has to come up and be electric in the second half.
Zebi Eckhouse, good first half for Washington State at quarterback. On first down here, he throws and misses badly to Kyle Williams, who had a monster opening quarter, but not so much in the second. Williams in that first half, 5 catches for 125 yards, but they misfire in the first play of the second half. Williams, very prolific, averaged 17 yards of reception during the regular season. Had back-to-back 3 touchdown games at one point. Second down 10, Lechner is tight end in motion. Handoff goes left side to Palalasi, and he angles to the left side near the first down marker and is stopped shy on the far sideline at about the 34. Were we in the Canadian League there for a minute? I thought that the tight end.
You saw that too?
Yeah, I mean, he was a yard turned upfield at the time of the snap.
All right, I thought I was going crazy.
Yeah. Well, Pullman's not too far from British Columbia. They were maybe
BC Lions.
Yeah, pulled one out of the BC Lions playbook. Eckhouse under center, pushes forward here and has the first down as a runner. He got stopped infamously in the opening half on a fourth down carry. One of the key plays the Orange made. First down, Washington State. They work off the left hash mark here. The Orange have Clarence Lewis and Davian Kerr at the corners. Movement along the defensive line. High snap, Eckhouse fakes, drops to throw. Tank Wilson got held up. The ball's dropped right into Meredith, who makes the catch wide of the numbers at the 43-yard line and is pushed to the turf there. But a first down for Washington State on a gainer over the middle of 23. Wilson probably felt like he was held. Looked like he was making progress into the Washington State backfield. Washington State, a very capable offense. They've won in this stadium already this year, beating San Diego State. They work out of the pistol with Paolossi. Slot right. Now Williams motions across the formation. Snap and a give to the back. Paolossi off right tackle. Is grazed by Deuce Chestnut and finished off by Tank Wilson at the 39. Good gain on first down. Pick up a 4.
Well, second half, man, the pads are still popping. People are coming downhill. Cinco Clark and Deuce Chestnut playing that safety position, coming downhill and laying the boom.
Orange makes subs as Hastings in at defensive tackle. Dennis Jacquez at DN to his right. In the gun, Eckhouse takes, throws near side. It's caught by Carlos Hernandez. And just a little tap to get him over the sideline from Justin Barron. They spot him out at the 37-yard line, gaining 2.
And great job by Justin Barron. Good to see that senior back out on the field. He's gone down a couple times to the sideline this time, starting the second half. Making a big play right there.
Jahidi Lassane brought in as a reserve D lineman here. 3 receivers left for Washington State. The Orange have them all marked. Eckhouse to throw. Eckhouse bottled up, held in the pocket, throws in the last moment, broken up by Barron. Wow. An outstretched left hand with Williams the target. And the flag after the play is going to be a personal foul against Syracuse. Wow. I think it's just going to be for language or something like that after the play. There were only Syracuse players around the official. That's why I was pretty certain. But Jerry McGinn is indicating maybe he sees a face mask too.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense, number 8, first of the game, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
That is the spirited Nutmeg Stater, Justin Barron. What did he do? He just stood there. Oh, he did a little sword.
He flexed signal on him.
Yeah. He just kind of did the sword in the pocket move. I didn't realize swords were such a popular trinket at the zoo yesterday. Everywhere you turn, they're selling all different manner of swords. He just carry around swords, and then he just got a 15-yard penalty for a sword gesture. First down, Washington State at the 22-yard line after that penalty. Eckhouse in the pistol takes the snap. Give on the right side to Schlenbaker. Made the first man miss, but not Deuce Chestnut along the right sideline. Anwar Sparrow whiffed going in there, and they mark him out of bounds. Schlenbaker at the 19-yard line. Schlenbaker, 6 feet 216. A Bellingham, Washington native, same hometown as Pete Caligas, the interim head coach. They work off the right hash mark. Meredith motions across the formation. High snap. Eckhouse fakes, rolls left. Bottled up there, hit there, and brought down there. Jacquez did it. A sack by the Orange Junior from New Jersey, who held him in and then closed down on Eckhouse.
That's a great play by Jacquez. He's able to put his hands on that tight end, knock him back, allow Marlo Wex to drop back into coverage, and as soon as Marlo did that, Jacquez was able to wrap those legs
Brings
up.
The line of scrimmage back to the 24. Orange lead the game by 14. Third down 12 for Wazoo. Rolling right, pressure from James Hurd. Throw on the near side, incomplete for Eckhouse. And now fourth down. See if they think a field goal does them any good or if they go for it here. That Wegman sack means another donation by Syracuse football to the United Way of Central New York for every Orange defensive sack. Wegman's the proud sponsor of Syracuse athletics. They are going to go for a field goal, trailing at the moment by 14. On the year, Dean Janikowski, 8 of 11 on field goals. He's got 43 made field goals in his career. 41-yard try from the left hash mark. High snap, hold is down. The kick has plenty of length on it, and it's no good. Missed it left. Fourth miss of the year for Janikowski, and the Orange get a defensive stop.
Timeout on the field.
Timeout will step aside. Early third quarter, the Orange have a 2-touchdown lead and the ball back after a missed field goal by San Diego State. Great to have you with us at the Snapdragon Stadium in the Holiday Bowl. This is Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
Our team at Hale Transportation congratulates Coach Brown and the Syracuse football team on a great season. Like the Syracuse football team, Hale Transportation is a winner providing exceptional service dedicated to meeting and exceeding your needs. We strive to make your ride as comfortable as possible with safe, courteous, professional motor coach operators who will get you to your destination on time and in style. Check us out online at HaleTransportationGroup.com. Good luck to the Syracuse football team in the Holiday Bowl.
At KeyBank, we know a small moment like,
what's it like to have a yard?
Can lead to an even bigger question like,
am I ready to buy a home?
And that's the type of moment where we'll meet you, prepared to talk about everything you need to know when applying for a mortgage, so you can try to turn those backyard dreams into reality. Paul?
Yes?
Question. Are you a hammock person?
You know, I think I might be.
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. NMLS 399797, Equal Housing Lender.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. Sirius XM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On ACC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, coaches' shows, and more. So cheer along on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of Sirius XM free. Subscribe now. See all for details at SiriusXM.com/ACC Sports.
You know nobody gets you closer to the game than SiriusXM ACC Radio. Tune in for news, talk, and analysis throughout the season. They've got your team covered anywhere you go. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/ACC Radio 2024. Surely they'll be excited to talk about the conference's bowl performance so far on ACC Radio. The league is over, and the Orange looking to turn that around as they lead Washington State 35-21 here in the Holiday Bowl. Beautiful night in San Diego. Temperature dipping, you would imagine, into the upper 50s at this moment, but nightfall upon us, and great spot to be. Orange trailed briefly early in this game. Biggest play against Syracuse, a punt that was blocked and fielded in the end zone for a Washington State touchdown. The Orange have flexed their muscles with the usual suspects. Kyle McCord, LaQuinn Allen, Arande Gadsden, Trevor Pena have been great. Jackson Meeks and company, too. They've had great continuity in this bowl season, which not every program can boast. After a missed field goal by Wazoo, the Orange take over at their own 24. Playing in the white uniforms, they move right to left in this third quarter. Kyle McCord at quarterback. As Yasin Willis is running back here. On first down, it's a fake to him. And a deep shot left side for Gill. Along the sideline, he's got it at the 40. Still on his feet, the 35, and his momentum tumbles him forward down to the Washington State 26-yard line. How's that for 50 more for Kyle McCord? He's at 268 in the game, and that is it right there. At the moment, Kyle McCord, with a flourish, is the all-time leading single-season passer in Atlantic Coast Conference football history. Getting 50 on one strike. McCord takes the snap here, play fake, wanted to throw again, does throw him off his back foot, and what an effort is made for him at the 17 with a fading catch made by Pena, falling back to reel it in. Now McCord holds that record alone. This game, he has passed Brennan Armstrong, plus household names like Phillip Rivers, Matt Ryan, Deshaun Watson. Simply sensational what Kyle McCord has done in his single season at Syracuse. Now a tight formation. The Orange take the snap. McCord gives, running through is Yasin Willis, and the redshirt freshman has the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Adam and Cam Ward of Miami is in the same ballpark, but Deshaun Watson had 15 games to do it. McCord came into this game averaging 361. Brennan Armstrong averaged about 400 in his year under Robert Anae at Virginia. Robert Anae and coordinators that the Orange have seen in years past. First down 10 for the Cuse at the 14. High snap, popcorn pass to Pena, and that didn't fool anybody. Stephen Hall runs down Pena in the backfield, brings him back to the 21. That's a loss of 7.
Yeah, I think Jeff Nixon right there just trying to allow Kyle McCord to throw for a few more yards on this next play for a touchdown. So you like what he's capable of doing. It's been a prolific year for him. Just add a little bit of, Trevor Pena's not happy about it. It's a tackle for a loss, but
Pena could get these yards right back.
Yeah,
That was
throw
his
right back
fourth
to
carry
him.
of the game. 3 receivers to the wide side left. 1 into the boundary.
It should
right.
go to Pena.
Good jump off the line for Clement. Throw to the end zone for Meeks. He was held. No flag. Meeks had to grab his shoulder, and Jackson did not complain. That was well defended by Stephen Hall. Now 3rd down. Can get a first down inside the 5, maybe around the 4-yard line.
No, it's never a good situation when Jamari Colson, the corner that everybody's been picking on this game, goes to grab his hamstring. Right now, I think you just have the ability to take a shot on him. Justice Ross Simmons, you got a bunch to the left. Justice Ross Simmons at the point of that.
McCord officially at 270 yards in this game. Snap back, set to throw, and good collision on the right side. You can hear it here. The catch by Yasin Willis, and he's popped by Parker McKenna, redshirt freshman from Oregon, Portland State transfer on that far side, the 21-yard line. Kicking team is out. They're going to attempt a 39-yard field goal from the right hash mark. Jack Stonehouse remains the holder. Jackson Kennedy to attempt this one. Snap is back. Good hold by Stonehouse. Wow. Kick is on its way, and it's missed left. Low snap. Stonehouse got it up. Kick missed, and Washington State celebrating like that one of the game.
Yeah.
35-21, Syracuse still leads.
Timeout on the field.
Back-to-back missed field goals exchanged by these teams. Timeout on the field. We'll step aside with them. Midway point of the 3rd quarter. 7:08 to play in period 3. It's still Syracuse 35, Washington State 21. This is Orange Football on the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
It's game day. Head over to Home Team Pub, where you'll find the ultimate game day experience around. There's nothing like enjoying exciting sports and delicious food with your family and friends at your neighborhood hangout. Home Team Pub is famous for its award-winning chicken wings. Visit us at Home Team Pub, located on Route 57 in Liverpool. Follow us on Facebook for daily specials or check out our website at hometeampub.com. Experience the best seat in the house at Home Team Pub, where every day feels like game day.
At Broadview, supporting your quest to be your best is why we're here. And it's personal. You already do your best to meet life's challenges. Try your best. You've got this. You see the best in others and lend a hand. Wherever you are on life's journey, helping you be your best is the reason we're here. Let's get started. Learn about becoming a Broadview member at broadviewfcu.com.
At Planet Fitness, no two members are alike, but they all have one thing in common. They are all strong. A judgment-free environment where you're free to feel your strongest and be your best self with memberships that start at $15 a month. Find your nearest club and join today. We're all strong on this planet, Planet Fitness. Hours, amenities, and offers vary by club. Check out planetfitness.com or stop by your local club for more information. Must be 18 years old to enroll or 13 to 17 with parent or guardian. Planet Fitness is a proud sponsor of Syracuse Athletics.
Fans, when you're out of town, want to keep up with live college sports, be sure to download the free Varsity Network app for both Apple and Android. You can listen to live college sports with the Varsity Network app. Haven't missed much here in this 3rd quarter. Both teams had a couple of explosive plays and somewhat lengthy drives that wound up ending in missed field goals. In fact, field goals well within the range of both kickers. Kyle McCord today, 19 of 28 passing for 270 yards, so he has passed Deshaun Watson for the all-time single-season record in the ACC. You got to figure they want to get him to at least 300 if they're even thinking at all about taking him out of this game. 270 would still be his season low, which is one of the best compliments you could give McCord for the fabulous year he's had. Still 22 minutes to play in the game. Washington State takes over at its own 21-yard line, with Syracuse leading 35-21. Cougar quarterback Zevi Eckhouse, pretty good by any other standard, 15 of 20 passing for 200 yards. Takes the first down snap, pulls the Handoff back, runs by Dennis Jacquez, and is ridden down by James Hurd of the Orange. Keenum, a couple up to the 27, 6 total. Now on second down, Eckhouse wanted a quick snap. He's got it. Throws to the far side where Meredith makes a shin-high catch, and Meredith runs into his own man. The timing of that was messed up all along. Justin Barron among those going over to jam up that play as it stopped just wide of the numbers at the 29. They gained 2.
I mean, that play looked like it was going to get up the sideline, but he just runs right into the back of the blocker.
Third down and a long 2, almost 3 yards. Orange get Tank Wilson off the field. Mawad Watson in. Lechner, the tight end, in motion to the left. Eckhouse calls for the ball. He's got it. Throw far side to Lechner. Catch made on the back pedal, similar to the previous play. And Lechner up the far sideline gains further yardage after the first down up to the 42, and then is driven into the Syracuse bench area. Well, the freshman made the tackle.
And defensively, right now, this is where you normally see a guy like Fidel Diggs really either a TFL or a dynamic play to raise that level of the Syracuse defense.
Did not dress for the Orange in this game. First down 10. Snap and turn. The handoff to the near side for Paul Alassi. Stiff arm to the outside, and Clarence Lewis rides him out of bounds just across the 45 of the 46-yard line. That's a pickup of 4 for Leo Paolassi, a Tacoma native, redshirt freshman. He had only 241 rushing yards coming in, career high in a single game of just 66. He's got less than 40 now. 3 receivers left. Williams, their outstanding target, to the right. Snap back to Eckhouse, flips the ball in his hands against the 4-man rush. Dump off to Paolassi, who is speared by Barron, gets off of that to the 45, and then is dropped at the 47-yard line to the right, gain of just a yard. The explosive game, knock on wood, has been tempered quite a bit. Washington State has not done a lot down the field or in big chunks. Kyle Williams figures to be the biggest target there. He had a 66-yard catch and run early in the game. Meredith in motion to the far side. Eckhouse alone in the backfield, calls for the ball. He's got it. The Orange sends 3. Throw to the far side is caught by Hernandez, and he's spun down. Davian Kerr on the tackle just past midfield, shy of the line to gain at the Syracuse 49. Did you catch Davian's twin brother's name who's coming to town next year as a recruit, corner? Next year on the team, we'll have Davian Kerr, D-A-V-I-E-N, and Davion Kerr, D-A-V-I-O-N. Kerr, twin brothers. 4th down, less than a yard. Power formation, Lechner playing fullback. Eckhouse gets a push from Lechner behind, and he's got the first down. How about this? Just thought of this. If Philly has the brotherly shove on that, like the tush push.
Yeah.
How about the caboose in the palouse?
I think we should knock on the window right now.
See if they thought of that one.
Here, I got a marker.
Yeah. Would it be the palouse caboose? You could goose in the palouse like that.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. There you go. I mean, very animated over in the booth next door to us is Washington State Cougars. The radio.
Goose in the palouse. I'm going to stick with that one. First down at the 48. Paolassi is the running back. 3 receivers near side right. Snap. And the handoff is faked, and Marlo Wax is in to wrap up the quarterback Eckhouse, bring him down at, actually Eckhouse did give it to Paolassi there, gain of just maybe 1 to the 46-yard line. Washington State's going to have this game isn't over yet, but they're going to have some work to do after this, putting their roster together, getting a new coach. Hernandez into the boundary left, 3 receivers to the near side right. Snap back to Eckhouse. The Orange may have been over the line. Throw near side. There is a penalty marker down. The pass is incomplete over the outstretched hand of the corner, Ibn McDaniels. That was probably a free play for the Cougs. We'll see their previous head coach again in the ACC.
Defense, number 88. 5-yard penalty will remain second down.
And the freshman defensive tackle, Mawad Watson, giving away 5 yards.
I mean, that's a interesting move, Washington State to Wake.
Well, Wake isn't the best job in the ACC, but Washington State had a real tough spot. And it's a great place, Winston-Salem, great place to live in better weather.
Learfield's there.
Yeah, play action fake, roll to the near side. Throw is off the hands of Hernandez, incomplete. Dave Pulaski can swing by your house or vice versa.
And if he was in New York, he would be Pulaski, like all those great things.
Did you see what... I didn't have the exact quote written down, but you can visualize it ourselves here. Jake Dicker right away in his acceptance speech, I guess, at Wake Forest, put down the Washington State recruiting area, saying, hey, I'm coming from Washington, Oregon, British Columbia. Now I get to recruit Tennessee and North Carolina and South Carolina and all the good stuff that's around here. So it's definitely an upgrade for him. Eckhouse to throw, has time, maybe a hold there. Eckhouse on second effort over the middle, has Hernandez at the 25. Hernandez breaks free, angling right at the 10, the 5, and into the end zone. No flags. Touchdown, Washington State. 42 yards altogether. Kept that play alive. Tank Wilson again, I think, is going to protest that he was held. Davian Kerr kind of bit the cheese coming up. Hernandez was open on the other side.
Oh, that's a hold.
42 yards officially.
Look, I think the biggest thing, we give up a touchdown on that, but we start to see the rotation of what it could be. You've got a guy like Perry who hasn't been in the game today. Watson, Hastings, and Tank Wilson. You've got...
Extra point is good to make it 35-28. First time Wazoo has scored since the opening quarter. So, still a ball game, 35-28 Cuse with 2:06 to play. Still in the third quarter. We'll see if the Orange respond here. Got to finish to win the Holiday Bowl and claim their 10th victory of the season. At the moment, the lead is now just 7. Cuse 35, Washington State 28. Step aside for a moment on the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
Whether you're looking to make a room in your house more comfortable or you're renovating your entire house, the experts at Holbrook Heating and Air Conditioning can design the right clean heating and cooling system for you.
Hi fans, Coach Boeheim here. Holbrook, a second-generation family-owned business and a Lennox premier contractor, can design a Lennox cooling and heating solution system that fits your family's needs. Visit them at holbrookheating.com.
Your comfort is our business. Holbrook Heating and Air.
Syracuse fans, if you've been in a minor fender bender or major collision with your vehicle, Tony Rotella Body Shop is your best choice for collision repair. Family owned and operated, servicing Central New York for over 35 years, Tony Rotella's Body Shop's trained and certified technicians utilize a state-of-the-art 11,000 square foot facility with top equipment to tackle any collision repair, big or small. Tony Rotella's Body Shop offers free estimates and loaner cars, providing top-notch customer service when you need it the most. Check us out at www.tonyrotella.com.
Back at Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego, 35-28. Washington State connects on a long touchdown of 42 yards to Carlos Hernandez. Fan has just kicked a field goal, claiming a hamstring or groin injury after doing that. So a promotional prize for him on the field. 5th touchdown catch of the year for Hernandez, who also had a 34-yard touchdown, beginning a Coug comeback against San Diego State in this building several weeks ago. The winner of this game is going to get doused in eggnog, presided over by none other than competitive eating champion Joey Chestnut. Where do you stand on the nog? Adam, you a big nog guy?
Well, I've heard there might be an opt-out here.
Oh, that not might be. He
entered the
no
portal?
bones about it. Yeah. Fran Brown is in the portal of nog. He's opting out. He wants no part of it, and apparently there's a couple of shekels that go with it that Dan Villari will gladly accept to have an egg beverage poured over his head. I guess it's not mayo. It's not as bad as mayo. You'd rather have, given the choice, you'd rather have nog poured over your head than mayo.
Either way.
But you got to earn it. The Orange have to see this one through here. 35-28. Important possession coming up as Washington State has tightened the game back to within 7. Kickoff with Yasin Willis standing back at the goal line. Kicks popped up a bit. Yasin gets a walking start, has to catch those standing at the 8, has running room into the middle. Yasin Willis to the outside 30, has the near side 40, 45 with a stiff arm and out of bounds along midfield. He planted the kicker, I believe, coming to the near side. Yasin Willis slips the field for the Orange, and this drive is going to start into Washington State territory at the 49.
Timeout on the field.
It'll start after a timeout here. When we come back, the Orange with a positives drive start in plus territory. They're at the Wazoo 49, looking to add to a 7-point lead. Cuse 35, Washington State 28. You're listening to Orange Football on the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Dan Shirk, General Manager of the Nye Automotive Group in Oneida, inviting you to come see why it's gotta be Nye. Come see why we have the highest Google ratings in Central New York. Come see why customers take the short drive to Oneida for the best sales and service. Come see why our customers keep coming back time and time again. Come see why it's worth the drive to Nye. We're only 20 minutes from Utica, Rome, and Syracuse. Don't just see why. Come see why it's gotta be Nye. Stop in today or visit us at nyeauto.com.
Orange fans planning an upcoming trip to Syracuse? It's fast and easy to book your stay with Visit Syracuse. Make the most of your visit and explore year-round outdoor adventures, award-winning brews and barbecue, and discover why Syracuse is scoring points with fans from across the country. Syracuse is more than just football. It's a destination full of surprises. Whether here for the game or looking to discover something new, Syracuse has something for everyone. So come for the game and stay for the fun. Book your stay today at visitsyracuse.com.
It's game day. Head over to Home Team Pub, where you'll find the ultimate game day experience around. There's nothing like enjoying exciting sports and delicious food with your family and friends at your neighborhood hangout. Home Team Pub is famous for its award-winning chicken wings. Visit us at Home Team Pub, located on Route 57 in Liverpool. Follow us on Facebook for daily specials or check out our website at hometeampub.com. Experience the best seat in the house at Home Team Pub, where every day feels like game day.
35-28, the Orange have the lead against Washington State. And this next possession will begin in about a minute from the Wazoo 49-yard line. Matt Park and Adam Terry with you here in the booth. Dave Marcus from the Padres joining us to help us connect to you over the course of the day. Tip of the cap to our man, Pauly Sibilia, San Diego native and Padres fan in his own right. Holding it down back in Syracuse with Orange basketball in the Dome tomorrow against Bucknell, a 2 o'clock start. Great to have everybody's company here tonight. Missed you at the zoo yesterday, Adam. After the nachos I had at halftime, I will be checking in at the Hippo exhibit, I believe, see if they'll take me the rest of the season here. Move right in. I think that was the most giraffes I've ever seen in one place. They had 5 giraffes. Obviously one of the top.
But were they eating any Brussels sprouts? That's the question.
They were not. Did not go that far, no. Eucalyptus was on the regular. Huge elephant exhibit as opposed to the small elephant exhibits. High snap here on first down and the give to LaQuint Allen, who tries the left side, picking up 5. Gain of 4 off the left. The Orange are going for their first bowl win since the Camping World Bowl at the end of that 2018 season. That was also their 10th win, as this would be if they get it here today. As bowls go, this one's great. It's always tends to be high scoring and interesting. It's great for the families and visitors and players on both sides. High snap back, throw to the near side left, caught by Pena. Got a block, has the 40 at the sideline. 35-30, made a man miss. Has the 20, has the 10, and has another touchdown. Trevor Pena slipping along the sideline and all the way into the end zone for a 45-yard touchdown, Orange. Pena's second scoring strike of the game, the fourth thrown by the incomparable Kyle McCord.
Well, that just keeps the tally going for Kyle McCord, 315 on the night, and he continues to add to that stat line for the ACC record book.
Now for the extra point, Jackson Kennedy, again a good hold from Jack Stonehouse. Kick is through, and the Orange go up to 14 again with their lead, 42-28. On a quick strike there, as it turns out, 45 yards from McCord to Pena. It's just a two-play scoring drive for 49 yards. And in only 39 seconds, the Orange answer a score with one of their own. Toyota drive summary is a very simple one there. Two plays, 49 yards total, 39 seconds. The Orange are playing, speaking of the zoo, they're playing like the Noah's Ark of touchdowns here. Pena's got two, Gadsden has two, Allen has two. And Kyle McCord has thrown for 33 touchdowns in 13 games with the Orange. 42-28, the Cuse in the lead. And with 1:19 to go in the third, the kick away by Stonehouse to the goal line. They might think about a return here. It is Smithson up the numbers to the 10, 15-20, gets a block to the 25. He's got a chance. 30 to the 40 near side. And with the kicker, Stonehouse holding him up, the tackle made from behind by Jamie Tremble. Tremble's a good-looking prospect down the road. When his body fills out, he's the next guy that might do things along what we've come to expect with Aronde Gadsden.
I mean, just the speed that he just showed right there on kickoff to close. I mean, a fantastic thing. And, you know, for Syracuse, we keep etching numbers in the record books. 42 points, the most ever, 41 versus Clemson in the Gator Bowl in 96.
Yeah, who's that? Who's the quarterback for that one?
Guy next to us.
Swing pass to the near side and an immediate tackles. Again, the Orange. A lot of these plays along the line of scrimmage, they've done a nice job diagnosing. Justin Barron making that tackle. Kyle Williams, who caught it coming back to the ball, was injured. Barron's has stopped the game due to injury a couple of times. Williams gets off the field on his own power, but hobbled to do so. What a game that was. The Orange smoking Clemson in the Gator Bowl back in the day. McNabb to Marvin Harrison, time and again. Handoff here left side, and the ball almost put on the ground, it looked like, by Leo Palalasi, covered up for no gain. Now third down and a little more than 10 for Wazoo. Let's call it 3rd and 11 after Barron made another tackle. He's been prolific, did have the personal foul as well, but again, the Orange's leading tackler with 7 in this game so far. On 3rd and 11 off the right hash mark, snap back to Eckhouse. The Orange send 3. Throw to the near side is tipped and incomplete. Could have been intercepted. And who was on that play again? It was Barron. And Barron obviously gets a lot of attention. Washington State has raw emotions. There was a very wise strength coach that jumped in the way.
Defense. Number 6, also number 11. 5-yard penalty.
2. Got a little bang for their buck there. Dennis Jacquez and James Hurd both offsides. But, you know, Barron not afraid to chop it up a little bit with the opposition. Adam draws, as we talked about, a lot of attention. He kind of bumped into a Washington State player who was on the sideline, and the strength coach jumped in the way and said, nope, we're not doing that here, and mixing it up in a way that both would regret.
Well, Barron's already got one personal foul. He gets another one, he's gone.
Yeah, 3rd down, 6. For Barron, the final game of his college career. It's been a great one. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right for the Cougs. Orange leading by 2 touchdowns in San Diego. Snap to Eckhouse. 4-man rush with a twist. Throw over the middle, caught by Meredith. He's popped and put to the turf at the 45, shy of the line to gain.
What is that?
Should be at the 45, I think, maybe the 44. It's the final play of the third. They sort that out. It does look to be shy of the line to gain, but we will update you on that when we come back. 15 minutes to go. Dave Pulaski back in the studio will tell us what else has gone on around bowl season throughout the day today in college football. Great to have you with us. Happy holidays, everybody, from the DirecTV Holiday Bowl at Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego. It's the Orange 42, Washington State 28 on the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
Our team at Hale Transportation congratulates Coach Brown and the Syracuse football team on a great season. Like the Syracuse football team, Hale Transportation is a winner providing exceptional service dedicated to meeting and exceeding your needs. We strive to make your ride as comfortable as possible with safe, courteous, professional motor coach operators who will get you to your destination on time and in style. Check us out online at haletransportationgroup.com. Good luck to the Syracuse football team in the Holiday Bowl.
At Rockbridge, we are a fiduciary for our clients all the time.
That means we put our clients' best interest first, so they get financial planning that's specific to their situation and investment guidance based on academic principles, not on slick marketing or unsupported market theories.
Our investment management process is consistent and repeatable.
We're here to provide the always-on service you deserve.
Learn more about how we help our clients at rockbridgeinvest.com.
About to head to the fourth quarter in the DirecTV Holiday Bowl. Syracuse with a 42-28 lead over Washington State. Dave Pulaski inside the Learfield Network studios. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield. Time to get you up to date on the other bowl happenings here on this final Friday of 2024. A few hours up the 15 freeway from San Diego up to Las Vegas. They are underway in the Las Vegas Bowl at Allegiant Stadium. Texas A&M has jumped out to a 7-0 lead over USC with 5:40 remaining in the first quarter there. USC, a 6-6 tumultuous season for Lincoln Riley, the former Oklahoma head coach. Texas A&M trying to notch their 9th win of the season. Meanwhile, earlier today, Vanderbilt tops Georgia Tech 35-27. Diego Pavia throws for 3 touchdowns as the Commodores get their first bowl win since 2013 as they capture the Birmingham Bowl over the Yellow Jackets. Navy overcomes a 14-point early deficit to Oklahoma as the midshipmen get their 10th win of the season. They rally back to beat Oklahoma 21-20 in the Armed Forces Bowl in Fort Worth, Texas. Blake Horvath with 155 rushing yards and a pair of touchdowns for the Middies. And Arkansas, they toppled Texas Tech in the Liberty Bowl 39-26 as the Razorbacks get to 7 wins this season. Big day for Talon Green, throwing for 341 yards and 2 touchdowns for the Hogs as they improve to 30-8 all-time against their former Southwest Conference foes, the Red Raiders of Texas Tech. Time to send you back to Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego. Matt Park and Adam Terry. Guys?
All right, thanks, Dave. Little drama on the field here. The fans have done well. They had a field goal kick good for 5,000. Now we got a man with a fabulous mustache about to attempt to throw. Yeah, picture Luigi. He's got, looks like a 23-yard throw into one of those Dr. Pepper cans at the goal line.
How much are we at?
Up. I don't know what it's worth, but I don't like his chances.
Yeah, I don't see it right now.
23 on his shirt, 23 yards. It's in the air, and it's wide right by a lot.
Yeah.
Still got 10K, though, for his efforts.
Holy cow, why are we up here tonight?
What was that worth if he made it?
100.
100. My goodness. See, that's the thing. Talk about NIL. See, why couldn't he say, look, there's at least 4 quarterbacks here that could make that throw with their eyes closed, basically. Certainly one, I know. And I would think Eckhouse, too. Let's give him. So McCord, Eckhouse for sure. And I'm going to give their backups credit. There's 4 guys. So if you said, look, I'll snap you off 20. Yeah. I'll give you 30K. You make it, I get 70. I mean, let's go. Make a deal. All right, 4th down for Washington State. First play of the 4th quarter. Tried to draw the Orange off sides initially. Eckhouse in a power formation. An eye behind him, takes the snap, gets the Palouse Goose That left guard, and close to first down. It is indicated as a first down without a measurement. Didn't get it on third. They do convert on fourth to the Syracuse 43. Orange lead the game 42-28, just getting going fourth quarter at Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego, where it has been maybe a little chillier than the natives would like, but very pleasant on the trip for all concerned. Washington State won a regular season game here. First down 10. Got Williams back off injury in the slot to the left. Rolling in the pocket left is Eckhouse. Throwing for Williams. Intercepted. They stepped in front of him, and Martin makes the catch. Jaleel Martin. And that could happen in a bowl game. Somebody who didn't have a role all season with a couple of transfers out. A newcomer reading the eyes of the quarterback, stepping in front to make the pick. Second interception of the game for the Orange. Cinco Clark had one early.
Yeah, just a good play. Johnny on the spot, able to turn around. Ball underthrown by Eckhouse. And just a heads-up play for Martin to turn around, and Eckhouse drops one right in the breadbasket for him.
Orange take over at their own 28-yard line with a 2-touchdown lead, less than a minute gone in the fourth quarter. 14-15 on the clock. On first down, McCord back to throw, and he is sacked. Didn't see the pressure from the backside, brought down at the 22. Certainly want Kyle to finish the game healthy no matter what. And he's a baller. He wanted to play this game, said as much right away. He's got quite an interesting future for us to follow. Presumably headed to pro football next, but still petitioning the NCAA to at least have his option open for a fifth year of college football. Second down, 17 to go. The Orange go empty. 3 receivers to the wide side left.
Had it.
2 to the boundary. Haven't snapped it yet. Now the snapping, taking off like Carl Lewis on the near side was LaQuinn Allen. And the officials did not miss it.
False start. Offense, number 1. 5-yard penalty remains second down.
Is that a dated reference? Do I need to...
Well, Syracuse had the matchup they wanted.
Trey Lyles, would that be a better?
They were able to take LaQuinn Allen. He goes outside. Jackson Meeks slides in to the slot right on the numbers. And they were trying to create a mismatch, taking Colson, putting him on the running back, and then Meeks going one-on-one against the safety.
Back to the 17 with that offsides, or false start in this case. Second down and forever. 2 receivers each way. Now Gadsden motions to the wide side. Low snap to McCord. Rush is picked up. Throw over the middle is through the hands of Pena. That might have been good enough for the first down and plenty more. The throw was shy of the line to gain, which is the 38. But Pena was in space. The ball was right through his hands. A little high, but very catchable. Pressure from defensive back Tyson Durant. Copley, Ohio native and Akron transfer. Copley, Ohio is the hometown of DeLon Carter. Running back we mentioned earlier tonight. Had 11 100-yard games in his career. Empty set again for McCord. He takes on third and a mile. McCord loads up, throws a deep shot right side, has Gill in the air. The catch is made at the 40 in Washington State territory. And he's bopped down along the numbers at the 33. Why not add on a big chunk play? Gill with another long reception. McCord adds to his numbers. He'll be pushing 400 before it's over. This one just right down the numbers on third and long. Adam and the Orange take a shot. They connect.
Yeah, find number 29, and when you find Colson, that's who you're throwing against right now.
Colson came back out of the portal. The Washington State coaches might give him a nudge. Hand up the gut to Allen. Runs over one man, almost a second to the 20. Along the right side hash to the 18-yard line. LaQuinn planted Tanner Moku and kept on running along the hash mark down to the 18-yard line, gaining 15 on that run. 12 minutes remaining in the game. LaQuint over 120 yards. McCord 364, which is right around his single game average during the regular season, 361. Let's go Orange. Heard here in San Diego. How about that? Snap to McCord, looking, has the slam. It's caught by Meeks coming in from the left. He's hit hard at the 5, but falls off of that forward to the 4 and sets up goal to go. Jackson Meeks has take a licking and set up another great scoring opportunity. Good hit by Durant. Durant played nearly 40 games for the Zips. Now goal to go. McCord already has thrown for 4 touchdowns. Here hands off to Allen, who's got 2 scores in the game. And a little miscommunication. Allen dropped in the backfield.
By Max Mang.
Yeah, ran into his own man. Max Mang got kind of collapsed into by Kapena Gushikin. Bring it back a couple of yards. Scrimmage this next time here at the 5. Second down goal. Orange leading 42-28. Looking for a 10-win season. Those have been pretty rare. Orange had one in 2018, also in 2001.
Wildcat.
Yep, direct snap maybe to Allen coming. He calls for the ball. He's got it. Waiting for his block. Pushes it right guard and drives to the 3-yard line, but no further. He was grabbed around the ankles and stopped by Moku. With 2 in this game, LeQuint has 16 rushing touchdowns. His next touchdown, how about get him one more, get him a nice round number like 20 touchdowns in a season. That's Walter Reyes territory. Walt had 20 in the 2003 season. Also had a 17 touchdown season. McCord up to the line, then back. Play clock at 3. Allen is to his left. Kyle calls for the ball. He's got it. Looks left. LeQuint missed his block, and McCord got blown up. LeQuint never got there. Good rush from the right. McCord got hammered back at the 15-yard line. The sack by Quinn Roth, his 3rd of the year. That one had no chance, and the Orange will kick a field goal to extend a 14-point lead. Too bad.
Yeah, too bad. LeQuint Allen usually dynamic in pass protection, not afraid to throw his body around, and this one just takes the wrong angle.
30-yard try by Jackson Kennedy. Good rush from the right by Wazoo. The kick is through, though, for the Prez, and the Orange extend the lead. As Adam mentioned, most points Syracuse has ever scored in the ball. They lead this one 45-28. Time out of the field. We'll be back in just a moment on the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
I love being part of AmeriQ Credit Union, where I share my dreams, my goals, and my challenges with those who know me best, where I stay connected no matter where my life takes me. And financial solutions are designed with my best interest in mind. Create a meaningful connection. Visit AmeriQ.org to learn more and open an account today. AmeriQ and you. Let's connect. Membership eligibility required. Insured by NCUA.
Dear football fans, Toyota's roster of all-star vehicles are ready for kickoff. Drive the field in style with a Camry or Corolla. Upgrade your ground game with the versatile RAV4. Or there's Grand Highlander and Tundra, our full-size Defenders. And here's an extra point. All these vehicles come with available all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. Visit Toyota.com or head to your local Toyota dealership. Toyota, let's go places.
A true teammate takes on every day with a winner's attitude, gets up when they fall down, and leaves it all on the field. There's a group of teammates who do all these things every single day. But they're more than your typical athlete. They're kids dealing with unthinkable medical circumstances. Team Impact matches children facing serious illness or disability with college sports teams, creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Help us get all kids in the game. Visit teamimpact.org. Team Impact. All in, all together.
Having fun here in San Diego. Snapdragon Stadium, the site, starting to thin out a little bit. Mist kind of moving in, the marine layer, whatever you want to call it. The Orange have widened the lead, 45-28 on the Toyota drive summary. That last one did take 9 plays. The Orange went 54 yards. It resulted in a 30-yard field goal by Jackson Kennedy, nearly a 5-minute drive. But now more than 2 full possessions in the lead for the Cuse, who have played well in virtually every aspect of the game here tonight. Drive Summary, as always, is brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. We skipped over our Connors and Ferris coaches consultation at halftime. Our remarks from Coach Brown were so brief we opted not to play them back, just a couple of seconds. He said, "This is good. Let's win by at least 1 point." Right now, the Orange are leading by 17. That consultation brought to you by Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys. Be safe is another of the trademark sign-offs of Coach Brown, who at this point is looking for paperwork on the egg allergy to skip the eggnog dump at the end of the game. Kickoff on its way from Jackson Kennedy, and a return from Smithson over the 10. Made a man miss there, splits 2 defenders to the 20, surges ahead of the 25, and stretches out over the close to the 30. They'll give him the 29-yard line. Time out on the field. Back in just a moment at the Holiday Bowl. 45-28. With the Cuse leading Washington State. Can they see it all the way through on the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield?
With the enhanced engine performance and fuel economy of newly reformulated Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, you're good to go. But good to go where? Exotic bird shopping? To your Tuesday night bowling league?
Woo! That's a turkeys.
Good to go try your luck at bingo.
G32.
Good to go to a lumberjack competition.
I'm gonna move my car.
New top-tier Tri-Clean gas from Citgo. The most advanced fuel we've ever made. Now you're good to go.
Orange fans, planning an upcoming trip to Syracuse? It's fast and easy to book your stay with Visit Syracuse. Make the most of your visit and explore year-round outdoor adventures, award-winning brews and barbecue, and discover why Syracuse is scoring points with fans from across the country. Syracuse is more than just football. It's a destination full of surprises. Whether here for the game or looking to discover something new, Syracuse has something for everyone. So come for the game and stay for the fun. Book your stay today at visitsyracuse.com.
At Planet Fitness, no 2 members are alike, but they all have one thing in common. They are all strong. A judgment-free environment where you're free to feel your strongest and be your best self with memberships that start at $15 a month. Find your nearest club and join today. We're all strong on this planet, Planet Fitness. Hours, amenities, and offers vary by club. Check out planetfitness.com or stop by your local club for more information. Must be 18 years old to enroll or 13 to 17 with parent or guardian. Planet Fitness is a proud sponsor of Syracuse Athletics.
Matt Adam back with you from above the field here at Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego. Orange 45, Washington State 28. Cuse would go to 2-0 all time against the Cougs, spread out by many decades. More importantly, a bowl win and a 10th win this season at 9-12 to go as they look to finish the deal here. Adam, what more do you want to see before this game and season are out?
Oh, we got 379 right now by Kyle McCord. I'd like to see that go over 400 yards and just continue to pad the stats for him. I mean, defensively, turnover right here, the icing on the cake.
Total yardage, Syracuse 527, Wazoo 344. First downs 26-17. Turnovers we know are +2 for the Orange. Block punt, of course, the equalizer in Washington State's favor. Washington State's leading ground gainer is the wideout Kyle Williams, who did most of his damage in the first quarter. 123 yards total, almost all of that in the first. We ended the first quarter tied at 21. Cougs set up first play of this next possession with a run to the right side for close to no gain. Chris Barnes, the wide receiver, who is in the portal. Freshman, just 160 pounds, rounding up. Second down, 10. The snap back to Eckhouse. Throw to the far side in the air. Caught by Williams on a little wheel up the right in front of the Orange bench. So there's Williams with his first big play since the first quarter. Taken down by Deuce Chestnut of the Cuse after he gets to the Syracuse 43.
Greg Delane bites a little bit on that, and Williams able to run the wheel up the side. Pump fake going left. Eckhouse then regroups himself and throws the wheel to Williams.
Pistol formation. Paolossi back in the game. Eckhouse gestures each way. The Orange have 4 down linemen and 1 more at the line of scrimmage. They pitch on the right side. Paolossi. Martin got in too deep. Paolossi around on the near side. Splits 2 defenders across the 30. Has the 25. And not a great spot for them. He's marked down at the 24-yard line, gaining 19. That was one of the more impressive runs for Paolossi in the game. Good for a first down. He's got some scoot. First down, Wazoo. At the 24, working off the left hash mark. Syracuse in front 17. Eckhouse in the gun. Former Bryant Bulldog takes the snap. Gives to Paolossi running right. Turns the corner, and Marlo Wax waiting for him. A stop after a gain of 1 at the 23. Second down, 8. Snap back to Eckhouse. 4-man rush. Throw far side. Oh, good coverage by the Orange's Delane, stopping Williams just shy of the line to gain. Not by much. Oh, now they are moving the chains. Wow, just enough. That was a very good spot for Washington State. My goodness. was that 2 different spots, maybe off by a yard each way?
Oh, wow.
Wow, to the 14-yard line, first down. Wazoo, pistol formation again. Tight end and 1 receiver to the left, the field side for Eckhouse. Fran Brown even with the quarterback. Eckhouse on the sideline looking on as Eckhouse throws to the end zone. Broken up by Delane, who had his back turned. He was face guarding Williams. Williams, an Inglewood, California native. 50th collegiate game, and he has had a tremendous career. 5-0.
Wow.
Did you see the leader for, now of course the playoffs, they're continuing the
84?
The career leader for Notre Dame has something like 65.
Yeah.
And they're not in a conference championship game, you know what I mean? Like you got the game and a bowl and 5 years of it. Second down, 10 at the 14. Eckhouse just gave the sword signal as a play call, no personal foul, like Justin Barrett had one for celebrating. Back to throw is Eckhouse, stepping up, away to the right at the 10. A hit there, out of a tackle from Sparrow, and brought down by Deuce Chestnut at the line to gain, but a penalty marker in the offensive backfield, likely a hold.
Holding. Offense. Number 65. 10-yard penalty from the previous line of scrimmage.
Oh, man.
Remains second down.
Right guard, Brock Do. Do the do.
Don't do that and hold.
Back it comes to the 24-yard line. The sword imagery maybe came into the Washington State program thanks to the Pirate, the late, great Mike Leach.
Oh, yeah.
Who reinvigorated Washington State football. One of the outstanding coaches and characters in college football history.
If you've never watched the YouTube clip of the mascots,
yeah.
just go watch YouTube clips. Who would win in a fight? Which mascot?
Williams motions across. Eckhouse draws the snap, throws underneath to Paolossi, who's sandwiched there. Martin and Wax, or Cinco rather, as Paolossi is dropped at the 20-yard line, picking up 4. Mike Leach had a lot of famous one-liners and rants, and if you want to lose the rest of the night on YouTube watching those, be our guest. The third down, line to gain for Wazoo is the 4. Third down at about 17. 3 receivers right. Orange press up on the corners on the near side. Eckhouse takes, back to throw. He's at the 30, giving ground at the 35 to the near side boundary. Throws on the move, underthrown. Should have been picked. Clarence Lewis had to go off his chest. He dove forward as he juggled the ball and was incomplete. Carlos Hernandez, the intended receiver. And Washington State's going to go for a field goal down 17 with 5:17 to go. This is reminiscent of the Mario Cristobal kicking a field goal down 7 late in the game in the Dome. Not sure about this particular strategy. It is a 37-yard try, left hash mark. Kick is good. No good, actually, from the near side. So that's even worse strategy for Washington State's
timeout on the field.
Cougars. That also bucks the trend of, interim coach. What's he have to lose? He might as well go for it and do something here, but it is still a 17-point game as the field goal attempt is missed. Time out of the field. The Orange take over up 17 at their own 20-yard line. When we come back, 5:02 to go. 5 minutes until the Orange can log their 10th win of this fabulous first season under head coach Fran Brown. More to come in a moment on the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
What can a credit union do for you? Sure, it's a place to keep your money and a place to get some when you need it. But what can Visions do for you? Visions can help in your life and in your community. We offer donations to fund good works, employee volunteers who pay it forward, and sponsorships that support community events. Because Visions cares where you bank can help you and your community. Find out more at visionsfcu.org. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
Matt was 57 when he was diagnosed with stage 4 prostate cancer. He'd seen his doctor every year. Why wasn't it caught sooner? Matt and his wife called the Porter Law Group looking for answers. Our medical experts discovered Matt's doctors failed to order simple screening tests that would have diagnosed his cancer a year earlier when he could have been cured. Matt's case settled before trial for $3.2 million. If you were denied a cure because of a doctor's failure to make a timely diagnosis, call 833-888-LATE.
Get your dream Honda during Happy Honda Days with a CR-V hybrid, Accord hybrid, Civic hybrid, or the all-electric Prologue. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 2.9% APR on a 2025 Honda Accord hybrid, a 4.9% APR on a 2025 Civic hybrid, a 3.9% APR on a 2025 CR-V hybrid, and a 0.9% APR on a 2024 Prologue.
Brought to you by your local upstate Honda dealers, proud partner of Syracuse Athletics.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
Thinking for Washington State, there had to be something along these lines. You still need to score 3 times no matter what. If you kick the field goal down 17, you make it a 14-point game, 2 possessions to not score, which was not intended, but that's how it worked out. Essentially removed any chance they have of winning the game. Orange come on the field, and again, Kyle McCord coming out at quarterback. 21 yards shy of another 400-yard passing game. Syracuse leads 45-28 with 5:02 to go. McCord has connected with Darrell Gill 4 times for 145. He's the leading receiver. Leading rusher, LaQuint Allen, 17 carries for 120 yards and 2 touchdowns. Allen, the single setback on first down for the Cuse at their own 20-yard line. Pena in motion. Pena gets another handoff running left. Just outruns the DB to the far side, numbers the 20. Cuts upfield at 25, and is horse collared there along the far sideline. Stopped at the 25. Gain of 5 on the run by Pena. Trevor's 5th, officially I guess 4th carry of the day for 43 yards.
Wow. I mean, that creeps up on you, but the most impressive stat that has crept up on us today is that Darrell Gill, $145.
Yeah. Well, they had the 50-yarder, remember, when it was 3rd and very long, double sticks.
That's the one that put him over.
2nd down, 5. Back to throw, 2 blitzers. It's complete over the middle to Meeks, who busts a tackle at the 30, breaks away to the right side 40, has the 50 and much more. Right sideline 40, drags the tackler out of bounds. I wonder if he was almost a little not hurt. He's sort of celebrating to the sideline, but took an angle more toward the sideline than down the field. Great catch for Jackson Meeks, his 5th of the game. That puts McCord well over 400 yards passing today as they spot Meeks out at the 33 of Washington State.
Well, that puts Meeks now at 980. 20 more yards, he gets 1,000.
Yeah.
We're just giving out 1,000-yard seasons right now.
That was good for 41 more on that play. 420 on the day for Kyle McCord. 3 receivers left. Allen the back. Snap back. Throw. Screen pass. Allen has the 30. Right side 25-20. He's going to the house. 10, 5, and in. LaQuint Allen with yet another receiving touchdown. 5 TD passes by McCord. The Orange are flexing their muscles here in San Diego en route to win number 10 this year. Allen looked like he was looking for contact there, and nobody came near him.
Yeah, what a play. It's a nice, simple screen. Offensive line gets out in front of him. He gets to see Bradford break out the wheels. He's got no one to block. It's a foot race between Jacob Bradford and LaQuint Allen. I wonder who's going to win that one.
Yeah.
But I'll go back. Actually, Jackson Meeks on that reception goes 110 yards. He goes to a 1,000-yard season.
He must have known it, too. I mean, he looked like he wanted to play over with more than anything else. The extra point is good for Jackson Kennedy, and the Orange go up 52-28. That was just silly at that point. McCord up to 453 passing yards with that completion. Had 470 against UConn as his career high. Well, what a show. Orange are indebted to Kyle McCord, the connection that he had with the coaching staff going back to his youth. And once he signed up for the Cuse, the rest is history. This the expectation level of this season, the bar was raised for all concerned. Kyle's around 4,800 now for the year. Wow. Kickoff for Jackson Kennedy's wearing highlighter orange sneaks tonight. Smith's in the return into the boundary to the right side at the 15. Shakes a man at the 20. Up the right sideline. Stepped out of an ankle tackle into the Syracuse bench area opposite us on the far side. Well, Adam, you think about the epitaph of this season, and you guys will talk about it on Orange Postgame presented by Holbrook Heating and Air Conditioning. I mean, you think about all that's involved. This year felt to us different, in a lot of different ways. The resources poured into the program, the growth of the staff, the newcomers, the way that everything was pulled together behind the scenes. Timeout.
Timeout. Syracuse. Their first of the half. Be a 30-second charge timeout.
3:15 to go. Now the Orange have an absolutely incredibly brutal schedule next season. Their most difficult schedule for my money in program history. And we'll deal with that in the summer when you think about sustaining it. But the program is in such great position right now, and looking at a 4-win improvement off of last year and everything else that this entails. It's been pretty impressive and awfully fun to watch.
Yeah, Fran Brown doing a classy gesture right there. He put his seniors back out on the field, calls the timeout, allows them to go to probably the hash while the rest of the team sits on the numbers, and then they get to walk off, and that defense, kind of gives a round of applause, led by Fran himself, Elijah Robinson out on the field as well. Just a classy gesture for a lot of guys that had their paper ready to go in the portal last year and came back and were a huge part of the success this year.
Zevi Eckhouse still at quarterback for Wazoo, and a handoff here on first down with a run into the right side boundary. First carry of the year for the freshman from California, Josh Joyner. Orange have B.J. Long, fellow freshman, bringing him down. Gain of 6, 2nd and 4. Joyner remains the single setback with 2 receivers each way. Snap to Eckhouse, looks over the 4-man rush. It wasn't about to get home. Eckhouse gets away, throws on the move, and behind Lechner, incomplete. That was maybe deflected, certainly was distracted by Ibn McDaniels. you look at the young players, McDaniels won, and this is what Fran's going to talk about in terms of recruiting. There's some pretty impressive length and speed out there trying to get bigger, faster, stronger folks in the program. There's been just the 1 year, of course, in this recruiting cycle under this staff, and you can see all the stuff trending in the right direction.
Well, you saw a drastic change from the portal, the size. Guys are starting to look the part to play in the ACC, and they're not going to be the little brother anymore. So guys just have to continue to come in, want to play, get bigger and stronger.
Eckhouse hits his man on the far side. The catch is made by Lechner. Clay Masters on the tackle, was the special teams scout player of the year at the awards event the other night. Orange getting a lot of different folks in the game for the first time. Stan Moto on the defensive line in there. Back to throw is Eckhouse. Dumps it over the middle. Caught. Big collision there. A lot of plastic popping. For Tim Diggs in the game. And
2-minute timeout.
Headed to a 2-minute timeout, so we'll step aside to observe that with 1:59 remaining. And this one just about in the books. The Orange leading Washington State 52-28. The Orange have played Wazoo twice ever. They've scored 52. Both times, good recipe for winning the games. The finish of this one in the 2024 season is just ahead on the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
At Broadview, supporting your quest to be your best is why we're here. And it's personal. You already do your best to meet life's challenges. Try your best. You've got this. You see the best in others and lend a hand. Wherever you are on life's journey, helping you be your best is the reason we're here. Let's get started. Learn about becoming a Broadview member at broadviewfcu.com.
Syracuse fans, if you've been in a minor fender bender or major collision with your vehicle, Tony Rotella Body Shop is your best choice for collision repair. Family owned and operated, servicing Central New York for over 35 years, Tony Rotella's Body Shop's trained and certified technicians utilize a state-of-the-art 11,000 square foot facility with top equipment to tackle any collision repair, big or small. Tony Rotella's Body Shop offers free estimates and loaner cars, providing top-notch customer service when you need it the most. Check us out at www.tonyrotella.com.
Very impressive showing by the Orange in this game tonight. A little bit of scare early. They had a punt blocked for a Washington State touchdown. That would have been the low point of the game, tied at 21. But the Cuse had a tremendous second quarter and has widened the lead over the course of the night, 52-28. And Adam, to think that last year we're at the Boca Raton Bowl, which most people just want to think about as a bad dream. It was brutal in every way. To think 12 months later, 365 days later, basically, the Orange are putting deep bench players in with a very hefty lead in a bowl game is quite a turnaround.
Yeah, it started there. I mean, you got a butt whooping, 45-0, and the remarks of the South Florida head coach at the end, I don't think sank in well with a guy like Fran Brown. And granted, it wasn't his team that went into the game, but when they left, that it was his team, and that's where everything started to go from there. So, for Syracuse, it's been a long journey, right? Top transfer portal, one of the top transfer portal classes in the country. They were able to build a little bit. Now they flipped that mentality. Not as many kids in the portal. A big freshman class coming in, and the development of this program has started to go.
We're going to head to the field and we'll be in the locker room, presumably again, as we always are after the game. First down here for Washington State at the Orange 45. Eckhouse a fake. A throw to the far side is caught. Immediate tackle there by Cornell Perry. Kyle Williams on the reception. But I was fortunate to be in the locker room when Fran Brown basically took over the team. The season ended. The Dino Babers era was over. Nunzio Campanelli, as the interim head coach, stayed on the staff. And they made the transition from last year to this year at the end of that Boca Raton Bowl. It was an incredible post-game locker room speech setting the tone for all we saw this year. Throw over the middle did not quite come back to the field. Otherwise, it would have been picked. It's a throwaway by Eckhouse up the right side. 1:27 remaining on what's turned out to be a misty night here in San Diego. And the Orange rolling Washington State. But Fran Brown implemented the standard right then, talking about what was going to be acceptable, not acceptable, what was expected. And the guys that have fallen in line are going to celebrate the results of it. Eckhouse takes, throws on a slant coming in from the right. Catch made by Williams. He's as good as they have.
Well, as good as they have and as good as they get. I mean, he's one of the more prolific wide receivers in the country. He's done a fantastic job today. He's shown his speed. And he's got a bright future ahead of him.
Caden Brown on that tackle. First down 10. Eckhouse with the snap. Give coming near side left. And again, a lot of the 2s and 3s for the Orange. Out to get out on the play. Lassane. Moultrie Goddard on the play. So these are some real young folks that are out there getting the bowl trip and experience. On second down and 6, Eckhouse to pass again, puts in the air for the end zone near side. It is knocked away along the near side boundary by B.J. Long.
Wow.
That should have been a touchdown.
That's a great play.
That ball was in the hands of Brandon Ganashamorthy. Would have been just his 5th catch of the year and first touchdown. But B.J. Long, freshman, another one of that Camden connection, knocking it away. Great play. Don't see any starters still on the field for the Syracuse defense. Perry exits here. They take a timeout.
Syracuse.
Too many players on the field.
You have 30-second charge timeout.
Had some extra folks going out there to get in the field. I was going to say, they put the quarterback, Patrick Grusser, out as a DB. Hasn't played that since high school. Just say, hey, go out, get in the field, get in the box score. That's what Fran Brown has in mind right here to do that. And he had to burn a timeout to have kind of the ceremonial play in that case. Thank everybody that helped us put the broadcast together here under unusual circumstances across the country. Thanks to Tim Leonard back at home, Dave Pulaski and Dave Kahn and the whole crew at Learfield. Paulie Sibilia doing whatever he's doing. Dave Marcus in the booth here in San Diego. Throw over the middle is caught at the 10-yard line, and a gang tackle there. Final seconds, 21 seconds left. Clock stops temporarily with the first down at the 9.
Big substitutions, put Grusser in the game, and who comes down with the tackle?
Yeah, there you go. He's out there in his time.
Washington State, they're first of the half.
And Washington State could do the same here in terms of emptying the bench if they choose. Syracuse leads 52-28, and the Cougs have first down at the Orange 14-yard line. Enjoyed it again, Adam. The football season, it's incredible how fast it seems to fly by. Orange opened the season, and you look at what they did. Syracuse beat more bowl-eligible teams than any other school in the country. Only Texas was on par. Don't forget about Ohio won 11 games. UConn made a pretty good pull. And on down the line, Syracuse beat those teams relatively easily. We'd love to have the Stanford game back, that kind of thing. The Orange were really only soundly beaten that one time in a night they'd like to forget in Pittsburgh on a Thursday night. Snap to Eckhouse, throwing again near side, and this time it works. Ganashamorthy has the touchdown for the Cougs in garbage time. 9 seconds to go. Same play they ran a moment ago. Eckhouse with the touchdown pass and an embrace with his teammates on what could be, for him, his final college plays. Great career at Bryant, and then he was just thrilled to get the opportunity to be on this stage. Blessed, he said, so congrats to him. Now Janikowski out. 'for the PAT. The over once again very comfortable in the Holiday Bowl. Kick is through. 52-35 with 9 seconds to go. So the Orange will be ranked preseason next year going into Atlanta to play Tennessee to open the year. How do you like that?
How do you like that?
All that's going to follow next year's road schedule. Tennessee and Atlanta, at Notre Dame, at Clemson, at Florida State, at SMU.
At Miami.
Is it Miami and not Florida State, or is it both?
Miami.
Yeah, all right. That's worse. Not bad. We could sell a hell of a road season ticket.
Yes, let's do that. To the highest bidder, they get to sit between us on the plane.
We may have to pay them, unfortunately, for that. But fun year. Coming up on midnight on the East Coast, and for Syracuse fans everywhere, hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. This is, again, the 2018 team also won 10, including a bowl. No slight to them at all. This is as good a season as the Orange have had in an awfully long time, certainly on par with 2018. In terms of some of the teams that the Orange beat, you could argue better. The individual record's incredible. High pop-up kick. Yasin Willis calls for a running fair catch, then dribbles it, then runs off. He's got to get a flag for that, right?
Yeah.
Officials are kind of looking
5
at one
seconds
another.
left.
Gonna
let him play football.
Let it slide. He was waving as he was running to the ball. And the Orange likely will just take a knee here. 5 seconds to go. It's a regular offensive line there, Adam. So starters.
Yeah. Hey, let's drop back and sling it. Let's see if we can go for 5 and change. Probably take a knee, though.
Rondé Gadsden's in the game. Kyle McCord's in the game. Jaden Hart, running back, just left. Making sure they got enough people accounted for. Somebody else running out of the huddle, then sent back on. And McCord's in the shotgun. Starting offensive line. They're going to call timeout on the first play of the possession. Not exactly sure what all was going on there. That was just to get the curtain call here.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow. Well, the Orange fans that are in the building should recognize, well, one of the best here, Donovan McNabb, was just in the booth to our left. Kyle McCord's single season, second to none in program history. In fact, far surpassing all of them with just incredible numbers. He's not done yet. They're just kind of toying. I don't know what they're doing exactly. They're going to get lined up, try to make sure everybody's in the game and in the scorebook. And Kyle McCord now under center takes victory formation. The knee is down, and that does it. Stay classy, San Diego, as the Orange come to California. Their third West Coast swing is another win. Win number 10 of the year against Washington State in the Holiday Bowl. The Orange, with individual accomplishments, come together as a team like they rarely have before. And Fran Brown wins 10 in his first season as Syracuse's head coach. The final in this one in the Holiday Bowl is the Orange 52, Washington State 35. First bowl win in 6 seasons for the Cuse. Just the second 10-win season since 2001. And what a year it was in so many ways. Kyle McCord earns the all-time single-season passing record in ACC history. LaQuint Allen, a 1,000-yard rushing season, plus 20 total touchdowns, and on. Fantastic showing from start to finish as the Orange blow out Washington State to win the Holiday Bowl. They finished the season 10-3. We finish our broadcast with Holbrook Heating Orange postgame. It's coming up next as the Cuse cruises in San Diego, celebrating the Holiday Bowl the right way with a lopsided win. This is Orange Football on the Syracuse Sports Network from Learfield.
At Broadview.